You guys, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Come into the room, come into the room, come into the room. Happy Thursday, happy Friday, Junior OGs. Shout out to the OGs. We're going to be doing your chosen one reading today. So like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. And happy birthday to my Leo gang biddies and zaddies. It's still your birthday season for a couple more days. So happy birthday to you. We're going to start off with your reading first. But first, I want to make a few announcements. We have our Otter Spirit bracelets here. Okay, so if you guys need a code or anything like that, definitely lock in, okay, to the bracelets. We have codes and links for the August full bloom eclipse bracelet set, and I was ranting and raving about this with my members and they absolutely adored it. So I hope that you guys enjoy it as well. If you guys want to get it, you're more than welcome to. The links and the goodies are in the description box below just for you, babe. Okay, and also don't forget about my Rose Forever roses, you guys. The Rose Forever roses are lit. They still smell great and they last for up to a year or so. So definitely get your Rose Forever roses. Okay, the link to that is in the description box below, as well as pinned to the comments. So make sure you get your roses or you gift them to somebody who you love. Okay, and don't forget, we're doing love readings tonight at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So lock in. We're going to be doing love readings and seeing what's going on with love later on tonight. But let's get into your chosen one reading now that those announcements are off to the side. All right. Hey, you guys. I'm just now seeing everybody come in. I was literally rushing to get back into the crib because I had to run errands this morning, and I was like, oh my god, I'm running a little behind for the live stream, but we're not too behind. Okay, we're about like half hour, so it's not too bad. But thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate you. For those of you who book personal readings with me, I can't wait to do them. For those of you who don't know, my personal readings are on sale. Okay, so you get 50% off my entire website for all the readings there. So all my reading services are 50% off. So definitely go check it out if you guys are interested in booking a personal reading with me. I am adding another service, which is my career reading. I just realized I didn't have a career reading service for you guys. So I'm going to be adding that as well today. So if you're looking for like a career reading type read, I'm going to add that service back onto my website because I turned it off. But for the sale, I'll add that for one of the services. The sale is only up until all the slots are filled, so make sure you are getting your booking, okay, you guys, and all that good stuff, okay, before it sells out, because it will sell out. All right, so I'll be seeing a lot of you guys probably book tomorrow, if tomorrow's like your better day to book. But yeah, I have everybody coming through for love readings. So I do have love readings. I do offer twin flame soulmate readings. I do offer same day readings, which we've had that for a while. So if you need that, that one's about to be sold out soon. I think there's only one slot left for a same day reading. And then what else? Oh, I have the past life reading. So if you want to know about your past life, or if you want to know about a love relationship dynamic that you have with somebody and see if you lived a past life together, I do offer those services as well. So make sure you're all checking that out. The links to all of that is in the description box below. Okay, so with that being said, let's lock into prayer and let's get into Leo's reading. Okay, you guys, let's lock in. Thank you, God, Source, Creator, angels, and ancestors, for everything that you do for me in the collective on a daily. Of the love, the sustenance, the abundance, the peace, the harmony, the grace, the balance, the protection. For real, nothing without aware, everything with you. At this time, I ask that you cleanse my space, my mind, body, soul, and spirit of any low vibrational energies or entities that do not belong here. Only that of the highest white light is allowed in this space. Anything low vibrational is commanded to leave out by my higher forces of the highest white light. Ashe, and so it is. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source, for all that you do for us on a daily. For we are nothing without aware, everything with you. So glory be to the Most High, to the Most High. Forever and ever and ever, Ashe, and so it is. So we locked in, you guys. We locked in, gang. Let's get it. All right. Is my audio okay? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? Just want to make sure that the audio is all right. Because the last live stream, it really wasn't doing so well for the career reading, but I think I fixed it. So let me know if the audio is okay, you guys. It's smooth, it's clear, and all that good stuff. Cindy, yes, I'm going to be able to do the voiceover for that. Yes, Cindy. Yes, I thought about that yesterday. I was like, she's probably like, what the heck? Yes, I'm going to do that. It's crispy clear. Okay, period. All right, so let's lock into the Leos. With that being said, okay, let's get into Leo's reading for the chosen ones. Hey, you guys. Hi, David. Nikki's in the chat. Bernadette's here. We got the Bay, Miss T. Happy Friday, Junior. You said it's 11:11. Ashe, Latoya. Period. You understand it's only me? Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, I thought about that yesterday. I was like, girl, I gotta get to that. But it's okay, it's okay. It's on the way. With that being said, I don't know what Oracle deck I wanted to use. I didn't really have one planned because, like I said, I literally just came back in from running errands this morning and then having to get my crib together and get the live stream set. So I didn't really have like an actual like Oracle deck that I was like, that one's calling to me. So let me look at my Oracle decks right now, you guys, and let me feel the energy of what's calling to me for this theme. This is going to be about winning against all odds. You can't lose. So anything like frenemies, enemies might come up. Or even like, you know, hater type energy might come up, okay? Not gonna be for every zodiac sign, but just a heads up, that might come up. But I'm getting like this energy as the collective is going through a lot of shifts and changes during this eclipse, which again, get this bracelet pack. It's the eclipse bracelet pack on Otter Spirit, so definitely the link is in the description box below for that. These have been helping me through the eclipse. I'm not even kidding. I was ranting and raving about it literally last night with my members, and they all bought theirs. So definitely get it. It's called Otter Spirit, and it's full moon bracelet pack just for the full bloom. Okay, so it's called full bloom bracelet pack. For August for their eclipse. I don't know if it's on their homepage or not, but you might have to type it in and find it. But this is a really good set to wear right now during eclipse season. It's been helping me, so hopefully it helps you. Like I said, the links and the codes are in the description box below. But with that being said, the eclipse is really like, as a collective, kind of like shifting a lot around, and it requires a lot of adjustments. And that's what I was channeling when I came up with the title of this reading, where it's like you're winning against all odds, you can't lose type energy. So that's what I was getting and feeling like channeling before doing this reading, but I just don't know what Oracle deck I want to use to create the whole spread for each zodiac sign. So give me a second, you guys. I'm going to kind of channel this and just intuitively get what I feel called to. As I'm saying that, by the way, it's like an angel number right now. It's 1010 right now. That's crazy. So yeah, like I said, we're going through a lot of changes and shifts, and it's so crazy because I literally just said that. And it's 10:10 right now. So yeah, I just felt like the need to do this type of reading. As you're going through these adjustments and shifts, you're going to be winning against all odds. Like literally anything that's up against you, or small adjustments that you're making that are feeling like large adjustments that you can't adjust, or you want to give up along the way of trying to shift things around and move things so that it can work for you. Don't worry, this is just temporary. So you guys hang in there during this eclipse season, okay? Hang in there. These shifts, these changes, what you're being called to is you're going to win against all odds. You can't lose, so just keep going. So that's what I was getting with the collective read. But let me pull an Oracle deck on this, because I really feel like I need to focus on what Spirit wants me to grab for this particular read. So give me a second, y'all. I might get a little quiet. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to use my Animal Spirit Oracle deck. Haven't used this one in a while. We used to use this one a lot in the career readings, but I try to rotate my Oracle decks. I have way too many. But we're going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle, and we're going to use another one. Hold on a second. That's different. Okay. Spirit's telling me to use my Kipper cards for this. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I was over here trying to look for a different one, or just channel what I was being guided to grab on my shelf for a different type of vibe. But yeah, nothing else is calling to me. That's crazy. Okay, they want me to use these two. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, Spirit, I'm excited. All right, so let's see what's going on. Okay, you guys, let's see what's going on. I'm excited for this reading because I'm like, oh, we using the Kipper cards for a chosen one read? We barely do that. Okay, let's lock in, Spirit. Say less. Say less. All right, and I apologize for all the yapping in advance. You guys know I'm a yapper, so I just be like that sometimes. I actually might use this one as a clarifier. I'll keep that there. All right, so let's lock into the Spirit Man Animal Oracle. Let's get the vibes first, and then we'll lock into the Kipper cards. Okay, I'm excited. Okay, Spirit, let's get it. Okay, you guys, I'm so goofy. Hey, you guys. Yeah, if you're just coming into the room, rewind. I did have a few announcements in the beginning of this live stream, but yeah, if you need to, hit that rewind. Okay. You said you're now seeing 1212. Ashe, ashe. Hi, Bria. Hi, Ebony. Mama Mia. Hey, girls. Welcome in. Like the video. Don't forget to like the video, you guys, when you come in or when you're exiting. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe. All the things. To those looking on the outside in, and to those coming back, just like this video, please, so it can circulate to those who need to hear it. Ashe, ashe. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. We haven't started anything. If you're just coming into the room, don't worry, you're not late. We're starting off with Leos. So happy birthday to my Leo gang, Baddies and Daddies. I'm excited. I don't know why I got this jolt of energy just like grabbing this Oracle deck and then like finding out that Spirit wanted to use the Kipper cards. I was like, we never do that. That's crazy. But Spirit said, nah, I got something for that ass. I was like, okay. All right, let's see. I feel like these are going to be good messages for the chosen. These are about to be good. You guys, grab whatever you snacking and sipping on. These are about to be fire. I could just feel it. All right, here we go. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. What do we have here for my Leo gang in the building? When it comes to chosen ones, Ashe. When it comes to the chosen ones. Ooh, you guys got the deer. I don't know if you might have seen a deer recently. Maybe driving at night or something like that. Or maybe you've been camping lately or recently. Maybe you want to go camping. For some of you guys, you live like near mountains, bodies of water, where deers can reside, or like, you know, other animals, eagles, birds, not birds, bears, eagles, bears, coyotes, things like that. You could live in like mountainous areas. I don't know why I'm getting like mountainous areas. So if you do, that's double confirmation this reading is for you. But it says here, this is a reminder to be more gentle with yourself and others. The grace, sensitivity, and gentleness of this spirit animal echo the qualities brought forth when living from the heart. So a lot of you Leos, this is so fitting for you because you guys are the lion, you're the courage, you're the you know, you're the passion, you're the heart, right? It's the lion heart. And I just find it so fitting because this is a deer card. It's not a lion card, but it's giving lion vibes. It's giving Leo vibes. It's giving, you're living from the heart. You're finally following your heart, and be gentle with yourself. At this time, like I said, oh my God, this is so fitting to what I literally just said when I was doing the announcements earlier. Literally, this eclipse is causing like a little bit of like an uncomfortable shift, but lean into this discomfort right now, because on the other side of it is going to be so much reward. Okay, trust and believe that. Okay, so I don't know what it is that you're doing in your personal life or your professional life, but chosen ones, listen up, Leos. This is your reminder to be more gentle with yourself and others. Okay, the grace and sensitivity is literally going to benefit you. Okay, it's literally going to make this transition a little bit more easier, a little bit more smoother if you just lean into the flow of where you are being meant to go. Okay, especially if it's like an uncomfortable shift and change happening right now, especially during the eclipse season. Okay, so I don't know what other planetary shifts are in the ethers right now, but it's giving, alongside with those and the eclipse and the full moon coming up, these next 2 weeks can make you feel like you want to give up, or you're uncertain, or you're questioning things, or you feel like maybe other people in your life or a significant partner or a job or something is like, you might feel anxious about it. It's either going to end or fall apart, or like it's something like it feels uncomfortable. The shift and the changes feel uncomfortable, but Spirit is saying you are going to be winning at all odds, period. Winning against all odds. Okay, so yeah, this is reminding you to follow your heart, live from your heart, and try not to get so anxious and overwhelmed. Okay, just go with this shift. So be gentle with yourself and others while things are shifting. There's so much reward on the other side of this. So let's get into the next message here. Let's see what Spirit has for you. I kind of want to look at the bottom of the deck here, just out of curiosity. The sheep, it says innocence, but it was in the reverse, so it's giving black sheep vibes. With it being in reverse, sheeps are normally like tan or white, but it's giving black sheep vibes in reverse. So you're encouraged to reconnect with your inner child in order to become more spontaneous and playful, and consider what life has to offer with a greater sense of wonder. Take some time this week to get in touch with the innocence and vulnerability within you. So yeah, this is definitely that gentle vibe, again, kind of repeating, but with a different animal, the sheep here. So for some of you guys, you might feel like a black sheep, but Spirit is saying lean into that, cater to that. That is your inner child saying, hey, we don't have to follow the crowd. We can do our own thing. We can separate from the trends, and we can be the trendsetter. We can go in our own lane. We can be our own leader. We can create our own reality. A lot of that inner child energy has to do with your 5th house of Leo, which rules creativity, inner child, and exploring new things, being spontaneous and playful and things like that. So you leaning into this, it may make you feel like, oh, you don't know what you're doing, or you're just out here having fun, or you're not being serious, or it may look like that to other people, like you're just having fun and you're not being serious about life, or you're not going anywhere. But Spirit is saying here, I want you to stay on this course, because it's leading you, this focus is leading you to financial gain, or like some type of fulfillment, inner fulfillment, if it's not financial gain that you're trying to get. So whatever it is for you, because everybody wants different things right now, and everybody's going through different shifts, it just feels like at the end of it all, it's going to be a fulfillment. So I feel like September, October, November, December might be a little bit better for you, coming out of this August eclipse. And maybe it's going to be more like mid-September, like towards the end of September, when things start to like feel like, okay, I'm settled into a routine, I have things together, okay, life feels relaxed, more relaxed, instead of like kind of like chaotic, or anxious. I'm getting like an anxious Leo. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. Miss T, you said the parks. Yeah, the parks too, exactly. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I just realized I scraped myself. I don't know how I did that. I probably did it running errands. I was like, my finger is itching. I got a little cut there. I scraped myself. I wonder if that's a message within a message for you, Leos. I wonder if that's a message within a message. I'll meditate on it while I'm shuffling these cards. But yeah, I got a little cut on my finger, and I'm like, why my finger itch? I had to peel off that little bit of skin. You ever have that happen? Maybe that's double confirmation. Maybe you literally have that on your finger right now, for some of you. If my finger looks a little red, that's what's wrong. But yeah, what else is here for my Leos? What else is here for my Leos? You made it to the Leo gang. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kenyatta, it's good to see you in the chat. Hi, Ozzy. Hi, Sia. All right, so we have here the journey. This is the 10. Oh my God, this is the 10 that we saw coming into the Leo reading. Like earlier, I clocked, oh, it's 10:10 on the clock before I chose the Oracle decks I wanted to choose for y'all reading. If you guys missed it, that's what I did earlier in this live stream. So we got 10:10 on the clock, and then we have the 10, the journey. See, I'm telling you guys, your journey, there's like something old closing out and something new beginning, but you're in like a weird like limbo phase. Like you're in this weird like in-between phase, and it might make you be feeling uncomfortable. Like I said, you're winning against all odds. You're on this journey. It's like you're taking the Hogwarts train to Hogwarts, babe. Like, you different, okay? You different. You're magical, babe. So it's definitely giving like, stay on course, stay on your path. Something could be significant about October as well. For some of you guys, October season could be something that you're looking forward to, or something that you notice like, oh, I have an opportunity coming up in October, or October is when you feel more like in a flow, in a routine, settled. You feel like there's not too much closing out or chaotic. You feel like things are more in alignment to you, or you feel more aligned to it. because you were always aligned, you were always on this path, you were always in this lane, but it feels like your body's now catching up. You know how like when your mind is like, oh yeah, nah, this is my path for sure, and you might doubt yourself along the way, but you keep going, but your body is catching up and being like, yeah, I am on this journey. Yeah, this is, I'm locked in. This is for me. Like, it's like now everything, like your mind, body, and soul is all in the same accord. It's all in alignment. It's all agreeing, like, with like, yes, this is why we did this. This is why we're going these places. For some of you guys, you could have moved to a new location. Something about traveling for work or moving and things like that, to a different location personally or professionally could be happening. Something about travel or moving. So I'm getting that you could be leaving people behind as well in order to pursue something. I don't know if these people were toxic or not, but it seems like there's other people kind of like watching from a distance your journey here, but you're going to be doing really well. Okay, so this journey, be gentle with yourself. There is some change here and some discomfort as you are changing, but you know, you can't have a level of success without taking a risk, and it feels like you're taking a risk. So just be gentle with yourself with this process. Something new is coming from this. Okay, there's a new beginning. You could be seeing 11:11 or 10:11 on the clock, or 11:10 on the clock. You see like a combination of these numbers together, 10 and 11 together. For some of you, it's talking about endings and then new beginnings happening like almost right after the other. It might be like a couple months apart, but it's still like before the end of the year. So you're going to notice a lot that's changing for the better for you. You're going to feel really good on the inside too. You won't feel as anxious, because I'm getting like an anxious Leo. Yeah, your intuition will tell you. Thank you, Miss T. Thank you, Miss T, for answering Cia's question. I didn't even see that. You said, how do you know when the little things like that are a message or confirmation? Yeah, you just use your intuition. That's how I do it. I don't know how everyone else is. Maybe everyone else, you know, has like a different way of knowing, but I use my intuition. So I wait for the intuitive channel to come in and be like, was that a sign? And I'm like, oh no, that wasn't one, or that was one. So I'll know through intuition. That's why I was like, let me meditate on it and see if that was a sign, like that cut on my finger type energy. Oh, it was. Some of y'all, oh, that makes sense. Some of you guys are cutting out other relationships. There goes that couple here in the background. So you're either emotionally healing from relationships, because you had that emotional baggage from relationships that held you back from winning against all odds, right? It kind of held you back mentally from believing in yourself or moving forward or having the confidence and courage like a Leo should. So you might have struggled with that because of other people's unsolicited opinions or previous lover connections or friends, family members, like other things that were still emotionally attached to you, emotional baggage. That is all ending and closing out so you can go on this journey. A lot of you are already on this journey. We have the bad health card in reverse. With that said, alongside of this, this card is telling me you're going from toxic to healthy. You're going from doubts, worries, anxieties, and fears to happiness, joy, success, and being confident and having courage and being kind to yourself. Like, it's all the opposite that's happening. The journey towards you having a lighter, not even just a lighter emotional mindset, but also a lighter walk, a lighter talk, a lighter internal feeling within yourself. Like your physical body feels lighter, you feel more joyous, right? So there's this energy coming through in your reading. It's really strong. It's making me very excited, and I'm talking really, really fast. Maybe some of you Leos are excited to talk about something that is happening in your life, or maybe in the near future, like between now and October, that October energy I was channeling. Maybe between now and October you will have like more things to talk about that you are more passionate about, you're excited about, and people see it in your face. Like your face is lighting up to talk about it. You're speaking a little bit more, or you're speaking a little bit more with more like a quicker cadence to your words. You're excited to, like, maybe it's that you're meeting new people. You're walking away from others to meet new people. You could be meeting new groups, new networks of people, social things happening for you for the better. So, period. I'm tapping into all of this, and this looks really, really great for you. But yeah, that cut on my finger, I channeled that. You might be cutting other people, places, or things out in order to have the happiness that you want on this journey, and you are going to get that. So that's what I'm seeing here. You're winning against all odds here. Okay, you can't lose, babe. You cannot lose. I'm literally seeing it here. So if somebody was a little bit nervous about the shifts and the changes happening, don't worry. Lean into the discomfort. It's going to show you a lot of prosperity after. Oh my God, that's crazy. This Oracle deck was literally just sitting here the whole time. Look at the Kipper deck on the bottom. I told you could have been seeing 10 or 11. This is double confirmation. I didn't even know this was here. I had no idea. I had no clue this was here, you guys. I just said you might be seeing 10 and 11 a lot. Look at the 11 right there. I can make this up. Period. That was magical. That was a magical moment. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but this has been literally sitting here the whole time. And I didn't even pay attention to what was on the bottom because all I was doing was paying attention to these 3 cards up here. What the heck? If y'all don't know to book a personal with me, book a personal right now. The proof is in the pudding. Okay? The proof is in the pudding. I can't make this up. Book a personal. The link is in the description box below. All my personal readings are half off if you're just now coming into the room and you didn't get that announcement earlier. Like I said, I have a sale on my website right now, so go check it out. Yeah, and like the video, hype the video, subscribe, show your girl some love. We channeling, we vibing. But yeah, this energy right here, it also says 777, so you're coming into union. You're having a better relationship with your life in general, professionally or personally or both. Like something here is happening. It's an ending for a new beginning. It's for you to feel better about your life. This could also include financial gain here, okay? So that's why I said you're winning out against all odds. There's no way you could lose here by taking the risk to going into a new direction or doing something with a fresh start, a fresh set of eyes, a fresh new perspective, and having to leave things behind, okay? Or people behind in order to do so, okay? I don't know if you're leaving people because they are toxic to you and it's, you know, it's good that you're closing this out, or if this is like, it's bittersweet. You have to leave people you love in order to go towards something that you want to do. But either way, be gentle with yourself and others during this. This grace and sensitivity that you give yourself and others is really going to give you a lot of this abundance, okay? In the long run, okay? You might not feel comfortable right now, but sometimes you got to get uncomfortable so you can get to a nice spot in your life, okay? So just in general for my chosen ones, this is like a general message. It could be with your personal life or your professional life or your personal self-development goals, but whatever this is, it looks fire. It's tea. It's everything. It's giving. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up. This is going to be your reading, Leo. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. This was beautiful. I absolutely love tapping into this. So let's tap out of your energy, Leos. Happy birthday season. I hope you're having a great birthday week, weekend, month, etc. And let's get into my Aries. Okay, where are my baby Jack Jacks at? All right. Where are my baby Jack Jacks? Grand Rising, Yadi and Nikki. Hi, Lavon. Good to see you in the chat. Ashe, Ashe. Bria, exactly. Thank you for helping Silly out. Understand that. Yeah, how to channel it. Lady Blue, how are you, love? Good to see you. If you guys aren't a member of my channel, you should become a member. So that way you can get readings, personal one-on-one, like live stream readings in a private members only video. With me, okay, on anything that you need answers to, you know, on a regular basis, monthly, okay? So definitely become a member of my channel. It's very affordable. Go check it out. It's definitely worth it, especially if you want readings on a regular basis, okay? So, you know, read all of the rules and the fine print to it, but see if it, you know, resonates with you, and if it aligns with you, I highly suggest you become members of the channel if you're not yet. It is my 3rd level tier membership, so I have 3 tiers. It's the 3rd level, okay? So make sure you're clicking on the 3rd level one in order to get a personal live stream reading with me on a private live stream with just members, okay? I'm doing another one tomorrow. That's why I'm making this announcement, because I'm doing one tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for all the OGs. On Friday, tomorrow, okay? August 21st, okay? So, for those of you who are interested in that, definitely lock in, okay? Let's get into my Aries. Where are my baby Jack Jacks? Where are my fire signs at? Period. Let's get it. And you guys, don't worry. The timestamps will be available in the comments after the live stream ends, okay? That's how I be doing my readings, okay? Okay, let's get it. You said it was 1, 2, 3 when I mentioned moving. Oh my God, that's a sign, Ozzy. Oh my God, that's so much progress. You said you've been getting mixed messages from Spirit about moving back home to Miami or staying in the DMV. but maybe a different job. Definitely booking a personal. Book a personal with me. Yeah, book a personal. Uh-huh. I'm going to be adding a career service to the sale that I have running right now. So my career services I used to have up, but I forgot to turn that service on during this sale for the summer sale. So I got to turn it back on. So I'll be adding that later on after this reading, okay? So look out for that. It'll be live, okay? If you need like a career message. So see if there's anything that you can book with what I have up. But if you feel like that's not it, like you're trying to book this type of reading, but there's only love readings available, don't worry. I'm going to add the career one today, okay? So you'll see it up. So don't book yet if you don't feel like anything on my website is resonating with you, okay? Because somebody asked about career readings yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, I completely forgot to turn on that service. So I have to turn it on. But I'll do that after this live stream. Hi, Diana. Hello, Queen. You here for the Libras? Ashe, ashe. Period. All right, let's get into Aries. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. What do we have here for my Aries? My Aries? We have the Dragonfly. Wow. We got the Dragonfly, boo. It says, the dragonfly is a symbol of light and change. It is reminding you to bring a bit more joy, lightness, and joy into your life in order to bring about the changes needed to reach your full potential. Approach things lightly. Okay. It's giving fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Okay, period. Ashe. On the bottom of the deck is the peacock, self-love. And it's showing here, you will find great power in focusing on the positive aspects of yourself, that which makes you indefinitely unique and beautiful. There are deep wells of untapped inner power in letting go of negative self-talk. So self-love on yourself. Talk to yourself nice is what Spirit is saying. And, you know, approach things lightly, okay? Things don't got to be so serious, okay? It's giving the Joker from the Dark Knight version. Why so serious? Like, you don't have to be that serious. You don't have to be around people who are trying to make you live your life serious. You know, there's a time to be serious and there's a time to play, and make sure you have the equal balance of the both, okay, in your personal or your professional life, okay? So Spirit is saying, you know, being adaptable doesn't always have to be so, doesn't have to be so heavy. So be light on your feet, like, be like, yeah, be light on your feet, like that dragonfly energy. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Somebody could be into some type of entertainment business of some sort, or involved somehow in that industry or arena or field. Doesn't have to be, but that's kind of what I channel with that, especially me using that phrase. Somebody could be into some sports, something like that. Maybe that's something that some of you Aries resonate with. But aside from those specific things, in general, what your message here is telling me is that you're going to be winning against all odds. There's no way you could lose. Like, you being in this energy of lightness and change, or with the changes and the shifts that are happening with this eclipse season, Spirit is saying here, as you are going through these changes and shifts, and being a little bit more light about it, like lighthearted, or having lighter thoughts, being gentle with yourself. We got that in the Leo read. As you are doing this, it's going to make you feel like, oh, okay, I'm reaching my full potential. Oh, okay, I can get to this, and I don't have to be so hard on myself. Like, Spirit wants you to self-love yourself as things are changing, and adapt to the changes as smooth as you can, without beating yourself up about it, without being too hard on yourself. Because I get, for some of you Aries, you might be very hard on yourself, or you might have people around you that are very hard on you, and so then you kind of, like, you know, at the same time, the same token, you end up being hard on yourself. So I'm also seeing that here. So I mean, take the reading how it resonates, but that's what I'm feeling and channeling from your message. Let's get some more clarity on this, okay? What is it that you're trying to tell Aries, Spirit, my Aries chosen ones, when it comes to For some of you guys, this is about occupation. I just saw occupation on the bottom of the deck. When it comes to the theme of this reading, winning against all odds, what is the changes here that are happening, and what's the abundance here that is following that change? Thank you, Spirit. With this eclipse energy. Wow, the child and the pathway card. This is your energy, Aries. You're the youngest sign in the zodiac. You always come out like the child in my readings. So, yeah, it's definitely giving naivety, youth, adaptability. It's kind of like naivety in like a way of like, I'm not worried, you know, I'm gonna do this and we'll see what happens and we just gonna go with it. And, you know, being in an open-minded energy. You know how kids are like, you know I can do it, or I want to do this, or I want to do that, and they really truly believe in themselves until somebody shoots it down with their own unsolicited opinion, and then all of a sudden the child don't want to do it no more, or they feel bad. And some kids do. Some kids are like, I'm not listening to you, I could do it, like, and they do it anyway. But it's giving like this energy of like allowing yourself to feed your inner child, allowing yourself to take those leaps of faith, allowing yourself to adapt to these changes is really going to show you a new pathway and opportunity opening up for you. This could be in your personal or your professional life, or even your own self-development, like if you're having certain revelations on spirituality or how you want to present yourself or the version of yourself you want to be in this world. Okay, so it's gonna be different for everybody, but this is what I'm seeing for you guys. This is so beautiful. I see the butterflies here, and it's crazy because I was saying that when the dragonfly card came out. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And here we have butterflies coming out for you. So that's double confirmation. For some of you guys, you could have been seeing butterflies, dragonflies, or even bunnies, like little rabbits lately. And all of these omens, or like spirit animals, or certain signs and symbols when it comes to these insects and animals, these are all good omens for adapting to change to get to where you want to go. And at the end of the day, you're going to get to the light because you're approaching things a little lighter instead of heavier. You're being childlike with the energy a little bit, right? So you might be doing something, you know, serious as far as like adult, you know, living in adulthood, doing adult things and getting your life together and being an adult, right? But you're doing it from a childlike perspective, a childlike sense. You're having fun while you're doing it. It doesn't always have to be so serious. Why so serious? I don't know why I keep getting that. Maybe somebody likes the Joker. Maybe somebody likes Batman or Dark Knight. Or maybe you felt like you were going through a dark night of the soul, and now there is a light at the end of the tunnel. For some of you guys, you were going through the dark night of the soul. Maybe that's what you needed to adapt to. You needed to lean into the darkness to get to the light in some way, shape, or form. This could have been happening internally or externally in your environment, okay? Going through the darkness to get to the light, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here as well, trying to come through. A dark night of the soul, okay? So yeah, some of you guys, you did that shadow work and you made some significant changes internally to be able to see from a perspective of youth, of naivety, of childlike energy, to be able to put that pep in your step, put that lighter energy in your step, fly like that butterfly, sting like that bee, and land on that target that you want to land on, right? Okay, it's that money, it's that goal, it's that version of yourself you want to be, it's that relationship, it's whatever it is for you. It's at the end of the tunnel, it's at the end of the path. So there is a path opening up for you. It is a secure path. There's a little canopy bed, okay, behind this baby girl, and it's giving like she feels secure, she feels safe, she feels, you know, stable with this leap of faith that she took. She feels happy, she feels joyful, okay, about the leap of faith she took. She knew that these changes, butterflies represent changes, the changes on her path was going to bring her to the light. This one card is kind of like this card repeating. So this is kind of like two in the same, like one in the same, I mean, with these two different cards. So that's also what I'm channeling. Somebody could be 35 years old as well. Sorry if I'm channeling really fast, you guys. I'm trying to get all the messages out before I forget them because I was forgetting them a lot in previous live streams, but I'm on a roll, so we're gonna keep that same energy. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Also, somebody could like going hiking with this woodsy area. So somebody could live in a woodsy area or like going hiking, or you need to go out in nature more. It's gonna give you a little bit of that pep in your step. It's also going to feed your creativity. For some of you guys, you're creative. Like I said, you could be in creative arts or entertainment or something around, in and around that. You could be into sports for some of you, but this could have to do with that or be significant to you in some way, shape, or form. So that's also what I'm seeing here. This is such a beautiful read. Somebody has really gorgeous blue or hazel or like I don't know why I want to say juicy brown eyes. Somebody got juicy brown eyes, but somebody has like those brown eyes that you look at. Like if you look at them long enough, you see the beauty in them. They could be dark brown, they could be chestnut brown, they could be hazelnut brown. I don't know what kind of brown eyes you got, but that could be double confirmation for some of you. That's significant to you because that's the way your eyes are, or that's the way you look. So I am getting that here. For some of you guys, you have a child. Okay, so you guys are a parent of a child. So you're able to bring stability to your child through the path that you're on. So you and your child are going to be okay, whether you co-parent or you're a single parent, or you live underneath a roof with a partner and you parent together. So whatever your case scenario is, however it's set up, it's going to be different for everybody. But I'm seeing here the child being very happy, or the children if you have more than one. Very happy, very fulfilled. Somebody wants to buy new toys or new bedding or new furniture or a home or something for this child, and you're going to be able to afford all of that. That's also what's coming up. You're winning against all odds. You can't lose, okay? So the dark night of the soul, or whatever you had to go through that was air quotes darkness for you, is starting to turn lighter into light, okay? So between now and the eclipse season, you might have a little bit of more challenges to kind of close out, or like allow things to fall where they may, allow the chips to fall where they may. But then when things start to pick up later on in this year into next year, because I'm getting like springtime energy with this energy, between winter into spring, between winter of this year into spring next year, things feel a lot better. So maybe in the next like I would say like 5 to 8 months from now, you are going to feel a lot better about your situation. So that is what I'm seeing here for my chosen ones. For Aries, this was an absolutely beautiful read. Yeah, endings. See the coffin card, dark night of the soul. Yes, something dark had to happen in order for you to get to the light. Yeah, that was in the past. That's on the bottom of the deck right here. Sorry, I usually keep the deck here so y'all can see the proof is in the pudding. I don't mess with it, but yeah, that was over here. But yeah, it was on the bottom. So yeah, the coffin card, that's the change you had to go through. You had to make these choices to change. Yeah. Or to lean into change. This is beautiful. I love this reading for you, Aries. This is going to be your reading. Hopefully it resonated with those who needed to hear it at this time, or it resonates later for those of you who it doesn't resonate with, but you can come back to it, okay? Save the video if you need to. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe. I do read my comments, so comment down below. Let me know how you like this chosen one reading, this theme, or how it resonates with you and the things that I said with the zodiac signs that you cross-watch for. If you need a personal, book a personal with me. The link is in the description box below. I'll be offering extra services on there for my summer sale, okay? So, but once they're sold out, y'all. So I'm not replenishing certain services. I know I've said that before, and y'all pulled my arm to open up more slots, but I really can't because I really don't have the time to do so anymore now. But that's what I have here for you, Aries. Hopefully you enjoyed this reading and this helped. Ashe, ashe. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, let's get into my Taurus gang in the building. Where are my bulls of the chat? Let's lock into the bulls of the building. Where's my whole stampede? Drop a whole stampede in the chat. Let me know you're the bull gang in the building. Let's get into the chosen one reading for you, okay, loves? Like the video, hype the video, subscribe. Period. Let's get into my chosen for Taurus. There's a Taurus that has Leo in their chart, because I almost said happy Taurus season, and it is not Taurus season. Bye, girl. It is Leo season, and we are definitely in August, not April. Like, what the heck? But somebody who's a Taurus has Leo in their chart, or they're surrounded by a Leo, or something about Leo energy, Leo season is significant to you. It could be this eclipse that's significant to you. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Wow. Giraffe card wanted to fly out. Okay, so we're gonna take it. I wasn't ready to shuffle, but I'm just gonna take it because I feel like Spirit is saying, like, listen, maybe this is a message within a message. Okay, Spirit's like, you might not be ready, for something that's happening or changing or shifting in your life with this eclipse energy, but you're winning against all odds. So ready or not, here it comes. Like, here it comes. Okay, so we have here the giraffe, and the giraffe is like, you know, one of those tall creatures with that long neck where they could see above everything that they need to, and all the other animals. They can kind of see from a higher perspective where they're actually going, or where someone else is going, or what the journey looks like, what the journey looked like before versus now and in the future. Like, for some of you guys, Taurus, you have foresight. So you might have a gift of foresight. Some of you chosen ones, you locked in like that. You like connected to spirit to the point where you have dreams or premonitions of what your life or someone else's life is going to look like. Or even if you have an encounter with like a family member, friend, or stranger, like you know things in advance before they happen. Even if you haven't seen it in a dream, like you kind of just have that third eye wide the F open energy. So that's not going to be for all, but definitely for those who are coming across this reading who feel like that resonates for my chosen ones. I'm seeing here reflection, this giraffe representing reflection energy. It says, if you are facing a difficult situation, don't rush into making a decision. You are advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners before deciding on a solution. Your circumstances need to be examined carefully. So for some of you Tauruses, you're trying to look at something maybe from a new perspective. You might even be comparing like the past with the present and seeing what's repeating, what's not repeating, what kind of looks similar but is not exactly similar. You may notice that like, oh my God, this feels like like I'm about to live another cycle of the same thing with the same circumstance, person, place, or thing, or my professional life or my personal life. Like whatever genre of life this is, like you may feel like you're about to relive another cycle, but Spirit is saying here, this thing that's reminding you of the past is only meant for you to revisit and look at with a fresh set of eyes and being like, that's not really repeating in the present moment. It's more of like your fear that it will repeat. It's not actually what it is. So Spirit is like, you are going to win at all costs. You cannot lose here by reflecting on the past and healing whatever it is that you may think is going to repeat in the present moment. It's not going to repeat. It will repeat if you keep manifesting that ish. So get your mind right, okay? Get your mind right, okay? But that's what I'm seeing here. It says if you are facing a difficult situation right now, or you're going through a shift or a change during this eclipse season, don't rush into making a decision. You could still have time to reflect and contemplate on things and ask your spirit guides for help, following your intuition at your own pace, not rushing into any decisions that lock you into something. Like Spirit is saying, take your time to observe yourself, observe your surroundings. And, you know, if you feel like it's a fear-based mentality, most likely it is. And it may have something to do with the past. So maybe revisiting the past in your mind and in your heart and comparing that to what's happening in your environment right now could help you make a decision on if you want to keep going or release something. But either way, you win because you are doing things that honor yourself, your body, your mentality. You're honoring where you're at right now. So it says here, you are advised to turn a problem around in all possible manners before deciding on a solution. So you're able to come up with a solution before coming up with a solution. You're able to come up with like, and how could I say that in a new way? You're able to come up with like, it's almost like Tauruses. I'm channeling a Taurus that feels like they're needing to look at something from a higher perspective to be able to turn around how they feel about whatever it is that they're experiencing. If it's an issue or a problem, or even if it's just like a fear-based mentality of like, oh my God, I hope this is not what it's going to turn out to be. Like there's something about your being advised to like look at what's in front of you right now and in your environment and go with what's being shown to you and taking that substance, taking that information and making small like adjustments here and there and going with that to see if that is going to help with how you feel about your current environment, how you feel about your current changes, how you feel about your emotional mentality, if it's a mental thing, if it's a self-sabotage that you think is going to happen. Because I feel like for some of you Tauruses, you're ready to pull out of something because you don't want to do it no more. Or you're like, I need to give up. Or I don't know, maybe this is a cycle that's repeating. It's like you almost like skis out. You almost like play yourself out of your position. You're in a good position right now, but it's a difficult situation, or it feels hard to navigate. Maybe you don't feel adaptable. Maybe you don't feel like you can get through it. So Spirit is saying here, don't rush into making a decision. Just take the information you're getting in your body and in your mind, what you're getting about your environment or the circumstance in front of you or the relationship or whatever it is in front of you, and make small adjustments according to what you're observing and what you're digesting. And then decide, as I make these small adjustments, or as I look at it from these perspectives, or as I allow myself to just get information and just sit and observe and be a witness to things, then decide, right? There's no rush to come up with a decision. I feel like for some of you Tauruses, maybe you feel rushed to come up with a decision, but your circumstance need to be examined carefully before you make a solid decision and come up with a solution. So that's why I said you're coming up with a solution before the solution. It's like you're coming up with solutions by observing and watching and witnessing, and also paying attention to how you feel about your environment and circumstances and things or people affecting what it is that, you know, how you feel in the moment as far as right now during this eclipse season. And it's saying like, yeah, you're coming up with a solution based off of what you're seeing, but you're not taking action to solidify that solution, to solidify that decision, so it creates a resolve, right? So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I feel like for some of you Tauruses are in the middle of right now during eclipse season. But whatever you choose, okay, after you gaining the information you're going to get, whatever it is that you choose from the information you receive, whatever direction you want to go in, after you receive the information you receive, Spirit is saying you can't go wrong. You cannot lose. So that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, that's gonna uplift some of you chosen ones, because you may be getting overwhelmed, my love. Okay, you may be able to see everybody else's future, but you can't see your own, right? You have the line of foresight for everybody else, but for you, it's like you struggle with making a decision, or at least maybe right now in this moment. Maybe you're not always like that, but maybe in this moment you are. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. The Bay, you said it's sold out. Say it ain't so. I told you, y'all need to book these personal readings. I told you, they're gonna be sold out, because y'all eat them up. Like, it's not even me. Like, it's not even me just telling you. Like, I be trying to tell you, you need to book the personals. The Bay is in the chat like, no, say it so it's not sold out. It's sold out, babe. If it says sold out, it's sold out. I'm sorry, boo. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all so funny. I'm literally crying. Okay, so the card that you guys got out, okay, the cards that you got out here, okay, you guys, and if you're wondering why I said that to one of the OGs in the chat, it's because they're probably on my website right now trying to book a reading, but it's the type of reading they want to book is sold out, only because I'm doing a sale. So if you guys didn't know, you didn't get the memo, you didn't hear the announcement earlier, I do have a reading sale going on. I haven't done one in a long time, in a while now, so this is our end of summer sale, and the link is in the description box below for that. So if you guys are interested in booking a personal with me, the prices of those readings are slashed in half, so you literally get 50% off. So go check it out. They are going to sell out, so try to book as soon as possible. I know some people's paydays are on Fridays, some are on Thursdays, so I don't know if today or tomorrow will be best for you, but do what you feel like is good for your budget. I don't want people to be breaking the bank trying to get a reading with me, but book a personal if you feel called to, okay? But that sale is there, and it will sell out of certain services. So just make sure you're booking before they're sold out, okay? That's just a heads up for those of you who didn't get the announcement, okay? Back to the read for Taurus. I am getting community here, okay? So the community card came alongside this giraffe card, and we already explained that. We deep dove into that. I kind of blacked out into a message for you with that. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I feel like I was in it with you, Taurus. But it seems like you're in a community of people right now. You're making connections. This could be a network of people. This could be family members. This could be friendships. This could be, you know, going to certain functions or events. It doesn't always have to be work related. This can be personal life or professional life. It's a general message for your chosen one, so take it how it resonates. But I am seeing here like a lot of community is happening right now for you, Taurus, but you may feel like pressure to make certain decisions based off of this community, based off of this environment, right? And so if you feel pressured by others, or maybe it's just the environment is just quick paced, or it's like moving and you don't get time to think about the decision that you actually want to make, you feel rushed to make a decision, so you're just making one, or you just feel like that's what you need to do. Spirit is saying dial it back, pull it back. It's okay to take your time to, like I said, gain that information you need to get, reflect on how you feel, and then make your solid decision, right? You already are gaining information of the solution you want to make, but until you take that action to create that resolution will be maybe a little later on in like a couple of weeks, okay? So I get in the next like 3 to 9 weeks, you guys may be making like a decision that you feel like is more solid, more true for you, more in alignment for you, and not necessarily catering to everyone else. So, or catering to the environment that you may find yourself in. Okay, so I am seeing that here. I'm also seeing praise by others. So either way, whichever you decide to do, or if however this is resonating for you in your personal or professional life, it seems like either way you're gaining a lot of praise, recognition for you choosing you and doing what you want to do. Okay, so I'm seeing either way you're gaining a lot of like wins. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here with the community card. People clapping for you, happy for you. Obviously not everybody's gonna be happy for you. There could be people who are throwing shade and, you know, they got a lot of drama, tea, chaos, or hater energy. But like I said, don't pay attention to that. You already see from a higher perspective where these people are coming from. You already have the line of foresight. So you already know that a lot of these people could be karmic, or just trying to add, you know, not just trying to add chaos to your plate. So like take away from your peace and not add to your peace is what I'm getting. So, you know, take it how it resonates for those of you in certain situations, but it does seem like you're going to be making a decision to maybe go more solo, okay? And do your own thing after you see what you see. So it's almost like you got to see something, and then you digest that information. You want to take action, and then you take action, and it's like you solo. You going solo, maybe away from a crowd, and maybe a crowd is applauding you for that. Maybe the people you meet on your journey are applauding you for it. Maybe the people that you left aren't happy about it. I don't know. But there's something here about that energy, Taurus. I'm getting a Taurus that also has like an audience watching them. You could be on social media to some level or degree. And it seems like these people are like all eyes on you, noticing you, but feeling left out in the cold. Okay? They might feel like, oh my God, that's crazy. Wealthy person is on the bottom. So male or female, however you identify, this is you and your energy, Taurus. You may be actually like in a rich girl, rich guy energy where you have opportunity after opportunity after opportunity rolling in for you. People seeing your come up, whether this is on social media or in real life. And like I said, this network of people, this community, this environment, these other people in your life, personally or professionally or social medially to you, okay? Whatever this is and whoever these audiences are, it feels like they feel left out in the cold because they're like, man, like, you made it. What about us? Don't forget about us. Oh, baby. Oh. I don't know why I'm getting like, who's that song? Is that Mariah Carey? No, baby, no, baby, no, baby, no. Don't go. Don't forget about us. Like, you must have to walk away from something. And it's a hard decision to do. But when you do, it's bringing you into this stability. And it has to do with a group of people. Like, there's a group of people that are going to feel left out because you blow up, or because you go in a direction that they're like, dang, like, I love this for you, but I'm sad to see you go. Like, I kind of wanted you to be around. Maybe you're leaving family. I don't know. It's bittersweet. Maybe you're leaving a workplace environment. For some of you guys, this could be social media audience. Maybe you blew up so much that you were able to go more one-on-one with people and get back to their comments, or, you know, I don't know, be more personal and one-on-one with people. But now, you know, you're doing commercials and you're doing collaborations and you got other obligations that you can't be so one-on-one. Now it's like hard to have access to you. You feel me? Because you're in this energy. You feel me? Like, that's what it's giving. Maybe somebody's name is Mariah or Carrie, or someone's name starts with an M or a C. MC. Maybe somebody's an MC, a DJ. Maybe this audience is the people who come to see you do music. Okay, period. I don't know what you do, but I'm just channeling. So let me channel, girl. All right, like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. All right, but this is what I'm seeing here for my Tauruses. So I hope this was helpful. You are moving from poverty to prosperity, and all eyes are on you as you are doing this, but it may require you making a decision at some point. But like I said, there's no rush. Gain the information you need, then take those action steps forward. Okay? Observe first and then take action. That's what Spirit wants you to do. All right, so that's what I have here for the eclipse energy for you. Winning against all odds. You can't lose for nothing. So you got this. Period. Taurus chosen ones, we rolling out. We're going into Geminis. Hey, twin. Where's my Gemini gang in the building? Drop your zodiac signs down the chat stream below. Let's lock in. Let's get the chosen one message for all my Geminis. Ashe, ashe. The messages are coming in so quick, you guys. I'm trying to like keep up with all the messages so that way I don't forget them. So if I am talking really, really quickly, that is exactly why. Because I don't want to forget the message. I don't want to get lost halfway through the message and like you guys are like, what? What's the message? Like, so I'm trying to stay on top of it. So if I'm talking too fast, you can always slow down my voice in the speed settings on the videos here on YouTube. They have speed settings on quickening someone's pace of talk or slowing it down, okay, if you need to slow down to hear everything. But that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of information coming in, so sorry for all the fast talk. All right, but this is what I'm getting for my Tauruses. So Taurus, enjoy the rest of your day. Ashe. Let's lock into my twin Geminis. Hey, Gemmy Gems. Hi, Tanny. Kay is in the chat. David the Gemini's here. Nikita's in the chat. Ashe, ashe. Latoya, thank you for being here with the Stampede. Ashe, I saw you earlier. But I was channeling so hard I couldn't even address it. Nikita, you said you need to book your 3 months read. Ashe, book it up. Book. All right. Let's get it. Bebo, you can't wait for winter? I can't wait for autumn, but I can. But I can't. I was born in the summer, or at the end of spring into summer, but I'm an autumn baby. Like, I love pumpkin spice season. Like, I really do. I love it. I live for it. I soak it up. Apple cider, period. The candles, the teas, the ciders, the caramel popcorn, the caramel apples, the witchy energy. Like, I'm just all for it. I just love it so much. But I like Dia de los Muertos. I really like that culture for Dia de los Muertos. Yeah, the Mexican culture. So I really love that. The sugar skulls, all that calavera energy. Anyways, spooky season is approaching, you guys. Get your spooky season energy up. All right, let's get it. Let's see, what do we have here for my Gemmy Gems? What is here for my Geminis? Chosen one energy, winning against all odds. What do we have here for my Geminis for the eclipse season? Ooh, we got the hummingbird card. Ooh. It says lightness. And it says, it's time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. By doing this, you will make them a reality. Joy is just around the corner, but you have to believe in what is possible to manifest your visions. Stop waiting and doubting. Just do it. Period. Ashe. This is a good one. Nikita, do I want you to book underneath another reading that's not sold out? You can if you want to. Are you trying to book a career reading? Because I'm about to put the career reading offers up after this live stream. You can if you want to, though. You could just write in the notes that it's for something else, if that's the case. If you want to just like lock in your spot. But if it's for career, that career service is going to be up after the live streams. But let me know. Ashe. Thank you for your booking with me, you guys. Yeah, book a personal, you guys. If you didn't get the announcement earlier, my readings are on sale, half off on my website. So the link is in the description box below, as well as pinned to the live stream comments and chat and stuff. So check it out. If you find that it resonates with you and you feel called to book a personal with me, you can if you want to. I'm offering that service as my end of summer sale. Okay. But this hummingbird card is definitely your energy, Gemini. You could have been seeing hummingbirds, or you could have seen one in a dream. You could have seen that symbol, or maybe someone had that on their Pandora bracelet, charm, necklace, etc. But I'm seeing here like a hummingbird symbol could be significant for you. For some of you guys, you have this tattoo or you want it. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Lightness, okay? Like the hummingbird literally moves very quick, but they're light and they're swift with it. But they may change a lot. They're very adaptable and they move quick. All right. Everything is moving very quickly for them. Even though time slows down for them as they move quickly, it's giving this energy of like you're adaptable in any environment that you're in. Okay. You're able to adapt quickly, and you're able to adapt quickly to slow down too when you need to slow down, right? When you need to be more detail oriented, or you need to be more organized or put things in place. So Spirit is saying it is time for you to continue to pursue your dreams with determination, or it is time for you to start pursuing your dreams, because continuing and starting are two different things. Some of you guys, you started something just recently, or you need to. For others of you, you need to continue something that you already been doing, okay? And it has to do with your dreams, hopes, dreams, career, goals, wishes, when it comes to personal life or professional life. So if your dreams and goals has something to do with being in relationship, then it could be that. But if your dreams and goals have something more like career related, then it could be that. But it's whatever it is for you. For some of you guys, your dreams and goals are just to like, you know, heal and do like self-love and self-healing and self-care work and getting right with spirit, like doing the spiritual inner work. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to be different for all of you, but this is what I'm channeling. By doing this, you will make your dreams come true. You will make them a reality. Okay. So continue to pursue your dreams. You're going to make them come true. You cannot lose. So Spirit is saying you're going to win against all odds, against your own self-sabotage, okay? So if you're waiting, if you're doubting, you're going to win against that if you just keep pursuing your dreams, because I'm telling you right now, joy is just around the corner. When Spirit says joy is around the corner, they're not playing with you, okay? Spirit ain't playing about you. Your joy, like your success, your dreams coming true, like in the reality, things coming into fruition, your hard work paying off is literally just around the corner. But you have to believe it's possible. You have to keep manifesting your vision. The way you manifest your vision is that you keep dreaming about it, right? You keep daydreaming about it, like, oh yeah, I'm doing this to get to that goal. I'm working here to get over there. I'm in this relationship to get to this end all be all outcome, right? I'm pouring into this, I'm putting in the effort into whatever it is. I'm giving you guys different examples, but whatever it is for you, whatever your vision is, in order to manifest that vision in your mind, like that thing, like you desire that long-term goal fulfillment, Spirit is saying, keep your minds on the prize, keep your heart in it, keep yourself walking on that path and staying in your lane, because I'm telling you, the joy is just around the corner. If you just keep believing that it's there, you just keep focusing on that vision, you're going to manifest this. And there's not going to be no doubts, no waiting, no stopping, no I don't believe in myself, or I don't have enough confidence in this connection, or I don't have enough confidence in this career, or whatever the case. Like, you're going to dissipate all of that, because you're going to see on the other side of this determination and you staying on this path, you're going to see on the other side that is literally your dream come to life. And you're going to be like, oh, I'm here, I made it, oh my God, we made it, oh my God, this is the thing, this is it, oh my God. Like, you are literally going to surprise yourself, because you're going to be like, dang, we made it. Like, it's giving, period. Like, of course you are. So whatever it is that you have your eyes set on the prize to, right, your vision set on, with whatever it is that you want for yourself, goals wise, personally or professionally, Spirit says stick to that. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. Okay. Yeah, let's get into the Kipper cards to clarify this energy. You said it's crazy because I mentioned hummingbird. Oh my gosh, you had to do inventory at Dollar General and the hummingbird flew in the store? Shut up. That is a sign like no other. Yes, Kwani. That is such a big sign. Period. Ashe, ashe. That one was for you, boo. For sure. There's no doubt about it. You said hummingbirds are flying all over your butterfly bushes right now. That is so beautiful, Bebo. I love that. That's a nice visual. Thank you for giving me that visual. Oh my gosh, you know what's crazy? You know what's another nice visual? I just saw 1111. It changed to 1112 when I was about to show you guys, but it was just 1111. And something about you maybe seeing 1111 a lot or 1212 a lot on the clock could be significant, or maybe the combination of both of those numbers, like how we just saw it, 1112 or 1211 on the clock, something like that. Okay, could be double confirmation and significance to somebody who is a Gemini watching. Okay, twin, I know you doing big things out here. You doing your big one. Especially seeing those angel numbers. You saw a hummingbird literally 2 days ago. Jameer, that's beautiful. I love that. Oh, you guys are resonating with this hummingbird energy. Ashe. You gonna book now? If you have to pay extra, let you know. Okay, Nikita, no worries. No worries. Let's get into it. You said they ended up putting the bird feeder in. Aw. Well, at least they took care of it. That's Mother Earth. Take care of her. We have the Thief card. Yeah, you walking away from stuff, babe. You walking away from any type of distractions. You're staying on your path despite the distractions, despite somebody trying to take your time, waste your time, despite maybe your own self-sabotage, you being in the darkness, but still staying enlightened, but being like, oh, I might be being spiritually attacked right now. Let me stay on my path. I might be having this challenge because, you know, I doubted myself. I was procrastinating. Let me stay on point. Let me wrap this up. Let me stop being my own demise, right? So whatever it is for you, whether it's internal or external in your environment, there could be people, places, and things that get you to doubt or want to give up or want to wait or want to say it's not ready, or maybe I did it too soon, and Spirit is saying no. With determination and staying in this lane to pursue your dreams, that joy is just around the corner, okay? So any type of distractions, anybody trying to take you from your energy on a spiritual attack way or a physical, like, you know, an emotional way, maybe somebody saying something to you that maybe sticks in your head or replays in your mind, or, you know, stuff like that. Like any type of emotional baggage that may pop up, or someone projecting onto you their own insecurities. Spirit says, don't get distracted. Remember, be like the hummingbird. If you need to get away from people, certain situations, etc., or a particular mindset, be like the hummingbird. The hummingbird is here, and then they go here, 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 and then they go here, and then they're here. Like, it's like, be like the hummingbird, right? Adapt, pull away, create the boundaries where you need to stay on your path. Ashe. This is a bar. This is a message. Bottom of the deck says the coffin card. Yeah, you're going to be ending things that don't serve you. You're going to be walking away, wrapping it up. Yep, because you're going to this. Ashe, Spirit. Look at Spirit coming through with the offers, the opportunities, the gift. This is the reward. Keep your eyes on the prize. Look at the prize right here. You're winning against all odds. These are the odds. People distracting you, temptation, you know, projecting onto you certain things, giving unsolicited opinions, trying to bring you off your path, wasting your time, energy, your coin, trying to get you to go over here, not do what you're doing over there. Come over here. There's an ending to that. For some of you guys, this is your own demise. This is your own self. Like, this is, all three of these people are versions of yourself that self-sabotage your dreams. Spirit is saying you're not going to be doing this no more. Stop waiting, stop doubting, stop being distracted. Whether it's you doing it to yourself or other people or environments. Spirit is saying what you end and you stop doing here leads you to this because you were determined to pursue your dreams against all odds. Ashe. Period. Let's see what's going on. Okay, if it is your environment and other people, let's see what's going on, because people are trying to stop you. Like, it's giving like people are trying to stop you energetically on a spiritual level, or like literally, like if they're around you, maybe they're trying to like stop you, like by saying certain things to you, or maybe by making you feel left out in the cold, making you not feel part of the group, or making you not feel part of the invitation or the event. If you got to be the black sheep, it's okay. Be the black sheep, okay? But at the end of the day, don't let that ish get you down. Don't let that ish get to you. Like, at the end of the day, these are just people, okay, who come from a poverty mindset, who are not thinking abundantly. So they don't even think or dream like you, okay? Because if they did, they would be on their own path doing the same thing as you, parallel to you, in their own lane, saying, hey, you doing your dreams? I'm doing my dreams too. And parallel to you, rising and ascending. These are people who you're rising and ascending, and you're in this lane, and they're like down here, and they're on a flat line, and they're trying to like be like, oh yeah, well, I don't understand why Gemini, like, no, we're not doing that. We know better now. But Spirit is saying pivot, move like the hummingbird if these things are happening. But let's see what these type of distractions or thief-like energy is trying to distract you from your reward here, your hard work paying off. And then we're going to wrap it up and go into Cancers, okay? Tunnel vision, period, right, Nikita? Tunnel vision, exactly. Stay in focus, Kay. Exactly. You said you ended a lot of your friendships. You had to let go. Oh, okay. You got to let go of certain things. Jamira. Ashe. Hi, Jennifer. Hey, how you doing, Miss Priestess? You made it on time, Max. I love that for you. Making it on time always feels good. We have here child services. For some of you guys, you could have some type of... This is going to be subjective or specific to certain people, but you may have like certain obligations to a particular person, or a connection to a particular person that you share a child with. You share child responsibilities and like children and or assets. It doesn't have to be children. It can be assets or like pets or something like that. But it does feel like this could be trying to distract you. Maybe a baby mother or baby father that you're not on good terms with. Maybe you co-parent and it's not the best healthy co-parenting. For some of you guys, maybe the legal issues are involved, okay? That's going to be subjective for those who have this type of thing going on. So that's going to be very specific to those Geminis who need this message. Spirit is saying here, don't allow that to distract you and get you off your path. Something about like complications with things having to do with children, okay? Children are very important to your relationship, to your career, but also someone else is trying to make it seem like it's in the way. And that's not true. That is not true for you. You can do something with or without kids, okay? Being a factor in your financial life or in your life in general, even in your love life. Like, that doesn't have to be the end all be all just because you have a kid. Or you know, whoever is trying to make you feel like, you know, oh, well, you're doing so many things over here and I'm giving you money for child services, but you're pouring it into a business. And yeah, I'm pouring it into a business because it's going to give me generational wealth for this daggone child. So at the end of the day, you lucky I'm not spending it at Chanel. Okay? Because I could just be over there buying bags. Like, you're trying to get a bag. You're not trying to buy a bag. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there's a logic to why it is that you're moving the way you're moving, but maybe somebody doesn't understand that. A baby mother or a baby father that's trying to challenge you and trying to say, oh, you're not doing the right thing with whatever money or responsibility you have to the children. And that's not true. That's not true for you. But somebody is trying to, you know, project onto you and dig and pull you down. Okay? For some of you guys, you may feel like you're taking care of someone. Maybe you don't have children, but maybe you feel like there's a feeling of like, man, I have to provide for someone right now, or I have to, and Spirit is like, you don't have to do any of that if you don't want to, and you know, have those tough conversations if you need to, right? To create a type of, you know, balance, or to create an ending if you need to create an ending in order to get to where you need to go, which is this reward. Okay, so I'm seeing that here. Yeah, but it seems like someone's trying to peacock block you, should I say. For some of you guys, someone might be trying to block you from love. Like I said, this is a general message, so this could be pertaining to your personal life or professional life, but someone may be trying to get in the way of you and your love life. It could be somebody trying to make a big deal about like the kids when it comes to your love life, so you can't have a love life because of the kids, or they're trying to make it seem like that or something. For some of you, it could have to do with career. So take it how it resonates. But children could be significant to the reading in some way, shape, or form. For those who resonate with that message coming through with whoever's trying to distract you. Because remember, we're clarifying this distraction or loss energy. What's the T? Oh, we got an offer. Wow. Yeah, so people are trying to steal your offer. These could be people in the workplace. If you work in a toxic work environment, or if you notice certain people in the work environment can be toxic. Maybe it's not a toxic work environment, but there's certain bad apples there that you know that are like trying to, I don't know, maybe throw you underneath the bus or try to divert you on your path to, like, I don't know, maybe, and this might be an exaggeration, but it feels like somebody could be like, oh yeah, we don't need you today at work. And then your boss calls you and like, hey, where you at? We need you here. And you're like, well, so-and-so, the supervisor told me that you don't need me today. And they're like, no, we definitely need you. I don't know why they would have said that. It's giving that energy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be literally set up like that, but it's giving that energy. Like someone's trying to take your offer. Someone's trying to get you not to succeed or look as good. So this could be that hater energy. Okay? You have an offer coming in for you, but the gag is someone is trying to steal it from you energetically or literally physically, right? So that's why I said this could be spiritual work against you, or this could be happening physically to you, like in your environment, wherever you're at in your personal life or your professional life. So that could be more of a career related thing. It's giving wolf in sheep's clothing is on the bottom of the deck here. So you could have wolves in sheep's clothing here, okay? And like I said, love triangle, third party trying to get in the way of your love life. For some of you guys, you have wolf in sheep's clothing in your love life, or your partner does on their end. So this is definitely giving like people trying to take your abundance, okay? That's all gonna end. They can try as much as they want to, but like the title of this video says, you're winning against all odds. They thought, okay? But you can't lose for nothing. Okay? You can't. There's no way you're going to lose. What's for you is for you, and nothing or no one can take it from you. You can't even self-sabotage it. Because Spirit is saying you have the belief system, and you know you could tap into that, so continue to believe in yourself and continue to stay in your lane. Okay, so this is your chosen one reading, you guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. I appreciate you. Okay. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel if this is something that you are enjoying. And let me know in the comments how these readings have been resonating with you. Book a personal if you need one. The way you can book a personal reading with me is through my site. I do have a end of summer sale going on right now. All the prices are slashed in half. So that is available to you for those who are interested. Or if you want to book a personal with me, you can become a member of the channel. Okay? Become a member of the channel to get a reading on a regular basis. We have a members only live stream reading tomorrow. So if you want to become a member and lock into that members only live stream tomorrow when we do the one-on-one readings for the members, definitely become a member of the channel. It's the 3rd level membership. So make sure you're pressing, you're subscribing to the level 3 membership. Okay, you guys, because that's the one that you can get personal readings on one-on-one with me live in our private members only live stream here on YouTube. Okay, the links to all of this information is in the description box below, as well as pinned to the comments. After every live stream, you'll see it pinned to the top of the comments. So if you tap on timestamps and links in the pinned comments, you will see all that information and everything I mentioned. Okay, so with that being said, let's lock into my cancers. We need the answers. Let's get it. Where are my Krabby Crabs at? I know y'all excited for your ASMR moment, period. I'm gonna turn this AC unit off because it's getting really cold up in here, and I had it on blast because it's really hot out here in LA. They trying to take us out with these heat waves. But let me go turn this off, and then we're gonna get started with your reading. Geminis, thank you so much for being here. We're on Cancers now. For those of you coming into the room, we just finished Geminis. So thank you, twin. We're moving on to my Krabby Crabs, my bikini bottom baddies and daddies. Y'all know what to do. Drop the zodiac sign down in the chat. Let me turn off this machine. This machine is freezing. It's cold. It's cold. All right, here we go. Let's get it. What do we have here for my Cancers? Cancers are coming into the room. They love this ASMR moment because it regulates their nervous system, and they just love when I just be coming through with the nail tappity tap, clickety clack. These are my Krabby Crabs. Period. Let's lock into your message My Krabby Krabs. Let's lock in. Hey, you guys. Hi, Sobe. We got Simona in the chat. Sobe, the Bay. Who else? Ashe, Tanny, my pleasure. Hi, Shamika. I didn't even know you was in the building. My pleasure, my pleasure. Grand Rising, you guys. Happy Friday, Junior. Blessings to all. Blessings to all. Ashe. I love Sobe using the emojis. You got your bikini bottoms in the chat. That's so funny. All right, here we go. All right, let's get it. Let's get into the message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. For Cancer's high is good. Cancer, I almost called you Gemini. Some of you Cancers, you might resonate with the Gemini read, or you have Gemini in your chart. It doesn't have to be for all, but I almost did call you Gemini by accident. But it's probably just because we just ended Geminis. All right, let's get into my Cancers. We need the answers. Period. All right, let's get it. What do we have here for my Cancer gang? Whoa, Cancers, you get the same card out as... Who got this card? Taurus. You could have Taurus in your chart. Yeah, you could have Taurus in your chart. You don't have to. But you might want to cross-watch the Taurus reading. Even if you don't have it in your chart, cross-watch it to see if it resonates. Because they got this card as their first card out too. But this is the giraffe card. Seeing from all perspectives, or seeing from a higher perspective. Reflecting on how far you've came. But it says here, in the current present moment, when it comes to this eclipse season and this energy of change and adjustments or shifts happening in your life, Spirit is saying, if you are facing a difficult situation, don't rush into making a decision. Okay? You are being advised to turn the problem around in all possible manners. So looking at the problem from all possible viewpoints and all possible perspectives, and then deciding on what you want to do. It's kind of like Doctor Strange, you know, when the Avengers asked him, hey, what's the best probable outcome for us? And he was like, out of 1,200,000,000 and da-da-da-da-da, there's only one. There's only one way we can beat Thanos. And that was it. Like, you're like, what? Like, only one out of a billion and quadrillion outcomes, there's only one? Bye. If we mess this up, we mess up. Like, it's giving that. It's giving like you're looking at all these perspectives, but you're only choosing one decision at the end of it. And so when it comes to you having to make a difficult decision, Spirit is saying, don't rush into making a decision. Take your time getting the information and seeking out, probable things in your mind, or writing things down like, hey, if I do this and I do this, I can get this. Or if I go here, I could do this and do that. Or this could do that, and do this. Which one do I want to do? Give yourself the options and then make the decision to take action towards whatever that is that you decided is best aligned to you. So that's what Spirit is giving me to give to you, chosen ones, going into this eclipse season. This is really going to be useful information. We do have a full moon eclipse coming up, but we just had the new moon eclipse. So like I said, this August and September season of eclipse energy is really kind of snatching people by their edges a little bit, but only to create positive change. And this small adjustment does require your attention, right? Your undivided attention, Cancer, okay? So I think I've been calling you Taurus the whole time. My bad if I was calling you Taurus by accident, because they got this card too. And we just talked about that. But Cancers, this is your read. But yeah, it says here at the bottom of this card, your circumstances need to be carefully examined first before making a decision and sticking to that, okay? So that's what I have here for you. And like I said the same energy to Taurus, so watch the reading. I might have said it in a different way, but watch it anyway, just in case it resonates. Bottom of the deck is the snake card, transformation. Somebody could have had a Kundalini awakening or is going through some type of spiritual awakening. That's very specific. That doesn't have to be for all. But it says here, transformation. You will be shedding the old skin, and you will be shedding the old emotions and transforming them into something bigger and better. Change is in the wind, and you are at the center of it all as the catalyst. So to smoothen this process, make sure that your intentions are clear and that you can move forward with hope. Okay? So this is what this transformation snake card says. For some of you guys, you have a specific snake tattoo or a specific snake ring. Like if you have a ring that has like a little snake on it. For some of you that is significant to you, that means that this is your your reading. This is double confirmation that I'm talking to you. Spirit wants this message to go to you specifically. Somebody who has a ring, a snake ring, or a snake tattoo. That's not going to be that this is like only for y'all who have that, but this is going to be for those who need that double confirmation that, yeah, this is your read, babe. With this shedding the old skin, we were in the year of the snake last year. We're in the year of the horse this year. So things are like, based on on the action steps we're taking is how we gain a specific outcome in our favor. And it feels like the energy of the fire horse year, Chinese New Year of the fire horse this year, is showing that in positive and or negative ways. My bad, y'all. We froze. I was getting a phone call, but we're back. Is everybody good? Is everybody good? We're back. We're back. But what I was saying, it feels like the year of the snake was more about transformation and shedding the old skin. Okay. And I feel like you guys did a lot of that. Now moving forward, you guys are going in this energy of like, I know what I did last year. I know what I had to release last year. I'm reflecting on that. And based on those decisions that I made last year, or even the year before last year, right? You're reflecting on these patterns, these behaviors, these shifts, these cycles, and you are realizing that, hey, I can make this same transformation work for me in the present moment in the year of the horse. I can make a decision based off of the transformation I've already done before, and I could use and reflect on that to add to whatever it is that I'm going through right now. It's like you already learned how to do this. There's something about like a lesson that you already learned how to do, and you're going to execute it. Give me 1 second, y'all. I got to get my door, so I'll be right back. My bad, y'all. And speaking of door, that has a lot to do with your energy, Cancer, is that you're opening the door to a new opportunity and something new happening in your life, okay? Based off of what you learned from before. So what you learned before may look familiar, but it shows up different because you already learned the lesson. And so you're executing something now in the present moment in your favor. Like, so don't be afraid that you're going to make a mistake, because I feel like I'm channeling a Cancer that feels like afraid that they're going to make a mistake or something. They're going to make the wrong decision or wrong choice or make some type of mistake, but you already shifted and shed the old skin of the past. You already learned from something. You could be reflecting on that and being like, I don't want to repeat a cycle. I don't want something to happen again in the way that it happened before. And Spirit is saying it's not going to happen again like that. It's going to be hella different because you've already learned that lesson. So now you know how to move forward. Now you know how to make certain changes. So examine your current environment right now and current changes that are happening right now. They may seem familiar to the past. Maybe like a year or two ago, you was going through something similar. But Spirit is saying this is showing up different because now you know better. It's giving you know better now. You know what to do, or, you know, maybe a circumstance that involves an environment or a person or a career or something, like seems like it's repeating or it looks similar or looks familiar, but it's not the same cycle that's going to repeat and hold you back. Based off of the information that you're getting, examine it carefully and then make your decision based off of what you learned in the past, because you know better now. And that decision is going to give you a win, because you are now more emotionally mature. You are now able to make a decision from a better place. So I feel like you kind of already know like how things could end up going. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Yeah, you guys, this is a good message. So let's get another message for you. Hopefully this is resonating. Like the video, have the video, subscribe if it is resonating, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all. All right, let's lock into the message. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source, for Cancers. My Cancer gang in the building. And let me actually move this. Keep this here. All right. Ooh, we got the child card. The child card came out in Aries energy. So maybe you have Aries in your chart. We are talking about that year, the horse energy that is tied to like Aries season, Aries energy, taking action, a level of taking action. For some of you guys, you could be single parents or have children. I'm seeing here for some of you Cancers, you chosen ones are healing like a father wound, a wounded you're healing like a wounded masculine energy, either within yourself or that has to do with a dynamic from before, like maybe lovers connections you had before with masculine energy or gender, people who were in your life, friends, or even your family member, like a father wound. So I'm seeing here, you could be reflecting, whatever it is, you could be reflecting on like, oh, that didn't work out because I was moving this way. Now that I have this thing in my current life right now, I can move in a new way because I'm a new version of myself and I know better now. So the way that I'm moving is more conducive to what I want to be my goal at the end of the day. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And I'm getting that you get what you want. Something about like Cancers, you're going to get what you want. You're reflecting on the past. You've grown so much. You're going to get what you want. Child card speaks of growth, transformation, evolution. So yeah, you've already learned from your mistakes, from lessons of the past, especially when it has to do with masculine energy, something about masculine energy. For some of you females watching, maybe you were in masculine energy a lot, very hyper independent. Spirit is saying here that you are not going to be as hyper independent anymore, or you learn not to be, and you're able to allow the masculines to step up for you and help you. So I'm also seeing that here. You could be reflecting on the old version of yourself versus you now, and allowing yourself to understand what worked and what didn't work then versus now. You know what I mean? And then doing that math, and the math is mathing, and you're like, I'm having a better experience now based off of this. But examine everything carefully before you make that decision, because Spirit still wants you to use your discernment, because that's not going to be for every situation, every case scenario, every person. You know what I mean? So Spirit is saying just use your discernment, because it's not for every situation you find yourself in. But Spirit is saying you did a level of work where if you find yourself in a situation that feels familiar, like you learned that lesson before, you don't worry about repeating it, because it doesn't look like you're gonna repeat it. It looks like it's abundant. But and for example, because I got the marriage card here, which this could be just talking about commitments in general in your personal or professional life. So you could look at this marriage card in a multitude of ways. But because I got the marriage card here, for example, like for you Cancers who may have been in a relationship, like for example, if you've been in a relationship, especially with that snake card, that transformation card, if you were in a relationship like a year ago in the Chinese New Year of the Snake, or just in the past in general, like last year or years before, and you may have thought that like, hey, this was the one and things were going to go great, and then you realize that that version of you and that version of them were clashing and it wasn't working out. Now in the future, you might be with someone new, right? And you might be like, wow, everything looks kind of familiar to that last situation. So this is you reflecting and being like, am I repeating a cycle? And Spirit is saying, no, you're not. Because you're a new version of yourself. There's a new connection here. And you did already the transformation. You let go and you shed the old version of yourself that may have been codependent, or may have been living in toxica type relationships, might have been overlooking the red flags, might have been in a connection that wasn't serving your highest good in whatever way, shape, or form. So Spirit is saying you've already learned the lesson. You've already done the work. This relationship that you're in now may look familiar from your past, but it's not turning out the same, because your circumstances are different now, okay? So Spirit is saying here, you're going to decide on going forward or moving forward, if that's the case, if this has to do with love. But for some of you guys, this is career. For some of you guys, this is self-development. It could be whatever it is for you. But this is what I'm getting from my chosen one Cancers, is that you know better now. And because of that, you're able to make moves and change and adjust your environment or your relationship or your perspective on these things so that they become abundant, right? So that they turn out to be what it is that you actually want. And it's commitment, it's stability, it's something for the long haul, right? And so that's what I'm seeing here. For some of you guys, this happens between now and springtime, but like the eclipse energy is kind of like getting something to change. And I do feel like this is like discomfort. I do feel like whatever change is happening, whatever evolution is happening, it's like there's a level of discomfort. It's like you're leaning into discomfort to get the outcome that you want, that is going to be commitment for the long haul. So that's what I'm seeing here. This is a very beautiful reading for those of you who Cancers, this resonates for you. Yeah, there's beautiful energy. Bottom of the deck to close your reading out is the High Honors card. Okay, blessed and highly favored energy. You're winning against all odds, okay? You're winning against all odds. Even if you try to self-sabotage something and walk away from something, it seems like you might be with someone who's going to make sure that they show up and show you like, hey, you know, where is this coming from and how can I help, right? And you may have not have had that before, Cancer, okay? So that could be someone who is closest to you romantically, or a family member, or this could be in professional life. So take it how it resonates, but that's what I'm getting for my chosen ones. You guys are chosen to go in a direction of being in your long-term wish fulfillment, okay? And there might be something that reminds you of old cycles, and you're meant to see from a higher perspective that it's not the old cycle repeating. It's just a part of yourself needing to make the adjustment through leaning into discomfort to get what it is that you want a little bit, okay? So lean into the changes that are happening for the eclipse season, and you're going to see a lot of beautiful energy come from that. I'm getting like a divine partnership as well with the High Honors card and the marriage card. Somebody has a divine union or will be having a divine union, so your love life is going to expand and evolve, okay? So it's going to change for the better. Yeah, you're transforming something into something bigger and better. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. For some of you guys, you might be living with somebody or moving in, because I'm seeing the change card with somebody with their bags packed on this card. It has like a dude with his luggage and his lamps and stuff, and furniture is in that car. So it looks like somebody could be moving towards you, you're moving towards someone, or you guys are moving together, or moving on, or moving out, or living in a different city or state, or maybe even traveling together. If this is a new contract with work, for some of you guys, you might be traveling for work or relocating for work. So that could also be significant to the Cancers who need to hear that. But like I said, this might be familiar to something that you tried to do or try to have before in a different circumstance with a different person and environment, but it's saying that it's not going to repeat. It's saying that you good, ma. Like, you good, ba. Like, just go. Just go. Just, you know, examine it carefully, use your discernment, but just keep going forward, because it's going to show you that you know better and you're a different version of yourself now than you were before. And so is your environment and these people who you're meeting, or whoever it is that you have around you right now. It's going into a new chapter, not a karmic cycle. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's for you chosen ones, for those with Cancer placements or Cancer watching for their Cancer sun sign. But that's what I have here for you, love. So this is going to be your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy, Cancers. This was a beautiful read. If you guys would like to, you can book a personal reading with me. The link is in the description box below. I do have a half off all my readings on sale for the summer sale, so definitely take advantage of that. I just heard from some of the OGs in the chat were telling me that some of them are sold out. So some of my services are sold out. The ones that aren't, you can book those and like leave a note in the notes at booking or checkout and say you want it for something else, if you find that there's something sold out, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to update some of those services and add like a career service, because I did forget to add that one to my site and put that one live. So after this live stream, if you're looking for more of like a career reading or a life purpose read, I'm gonna add those services after this live stream, so that way you guys can book those things as well, because I think most of my readings right now are based on past life readings or love related readings. So yeah, that's what I have here for you guys. Like I said, thank you so much, Cancers. I hope you got the answers. Let's lock into my Virgos. Where's my World Cup energy? Drop your World Cups down in the chat stream below. Where's my MVVs at? Drop your energy. Let me know you guys are here. You in the room. You're ready for the read. You're ready for the tea on what is going on when it comes to you winning against all odds. What does this mean for you as a Virgo collective? Winning against all odds is the theme, and you can't lose for nothing, because God don't play about you. So that's what it's giving. So let's get into my Virgos. Some of you Virgos in the pre-shuffle here coming out, this is not the card deck we're going to use first, but in the pre-shuffle coming out as I'm trying to put this one away, you got a message card. And so there's something about communication, positive communication happening for you, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm channeling. All right, positive communication. I love this for you. Could be coming from a boss or a partner of some sort. Could be coming from a higher, I don't know, maybe somebody in a higher place. Could be social media related, if that's the case, if you do something on social media, Virgo. It's giving like some type of superior leader, like manager, supervisor, boss, coach. Maybe some of you guys are self-employed, so maybe you're your own boss. Better communication coming in, more orders coming in, more clients, customers, things like that. Better reviews, more reviews, 5-star energy for those of you who have your own business. Yeah, that's what I'm getting in the pre-shuffle. That's interesting that that came out. I was not expecting that. So let's see what the theme is for your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Hi, Care Bear. How you doing? We be vibing. Hi, Miss T. You're in the chat. Angela's in the chat. We got all the Virgos in the chat. Hi, Paul. You a Sag? All right, we'll get into Sag soon, but enjoy the reading. Grab whatever you're snacking and sipping on, and like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here or coming back. Make sure you show love to the channel, okay? So other people can get the message too, and also so I can get better at channeling your energy and the messages you need to hear for today. All right, so let's lock into the message for my Virgos. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Ashe, what do we have here for my Virgos? Ooh, Virgos, Kangaroo. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards in the Oracle deck. The Kangaroo card. Somebody could be from Australia or like want to visit or lives there as of current. Maybe wants to move there. I don't know. But that's going to be only specific to those who that resonates with. I'm also getting that for some of you, you're trying to nourish something. This could be nourishing a relationship or taking care of a child if you're a parent, or trying to nurture and nourish a career endeavor. So it's this or that, or whatever it is for you is going to be different for everybody, okay? So keep that in mind. Book a personal if you need one. But I am seeing here on the card, it literally says a 9-month cycle is at play. So your current project will take 9 months to mature and truly benefit you. Commit fully to it. Don't half ASS it. Commit fully to it is the advice here from Spirit. It says you have all the strength and stamina that you need as long as you move forward and not backwards. So don't be going backwards, babe. You need to move forward. So that's what this energy is giving for my chosen ones with Virgo placements or watching for their Virgo sun sign, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. I'm also seeing here that somebody's career project or education or whatever it is that you're doing, like on a like more like materialistic goal sense, like the 3D realm kind of sense, you've already been working on it for 9 months, or your 9-month cycle starts now. Something about the eclipse season, maybe this is when it starts. So between now and the next 9 months could be significant for some of you. It could be the window of time where you have to be consistent back to back to back to back to back to get to where you want to go. And it seems like you'll get there by next year. So the next 9 months from today, it feels like, what is that? Maybe like July, June, May, maybe like around like May energy. Yeah, maybe like April, May, around that time. You guys will have what it is that you desired, whatever it is that you poured into, whatever it is that you do. Okay. It's a project. It could be like an industry or a field or something that you are refining. Okay. Between now and next spring, Spirit is saying here, you're going to see significant change for the better. You're going to see significant outcome with your income, with your ideas, your creativity coming to life, your hard work paying off. That's what I'm seeing here. But you have to be locked in. It's like Spirit wants you to lock in. And that's for those of you where you're just starting this 9-month cycle. Now, for some of you guys who already been in the midst of something between now and the last 9 months, right? your 9-month cycle is coming to a close. So this eclipse season is going to show you, hey, that work that you put in between now and the last 9 months, like, so between August today and 9 months ago, Spirit is saying, moving forward, you're going to see all of the fruits of your labor finally come into fruition, because you might have not have been seeing that, and you might have been like, why am I still consistent with something? I've been being locked in for 9 months or more with this endeavor, with this thing, with this project, with this career, with this education, and I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. I feel like I keep coming up against the same ish different day, or I feel like it's only to a certain limit. There's a cap to how much abundance I can get. Spirit is saying there's going to be a limitless amount of opportunity and money and new things coming your way. And the reason why is because they see that you're ready, because you locked in for 9 months and now you're ready to receive. Now you're ready to reap what it is the rewards that you have sown. So reaping the seeds that you have sown, and it being the biggest reward of your life. Like, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening finally, right? It's that relief. It's that release of like, oh, I can breathe now. Everything is way better. And all I had to do was lock in for 9 months. So that's what Spirit is showing me here. 2 different types of Virgos. Virgos who are starting their 9-month cycle and need to lock in, and they're going to have some type of level of abundance by next year, or they're going to see something building and growing up until next year. And it's going to literally be your hard work paying off, like in real time. You get to see it happen. For others of you, you might have been, for others of you Virgos, I'm channeling that for some of you, you know, you might have been in that other group where it's like, I've been working on something for the last 9 months, and I haven't seen the reward that I want. Like, what the F is going on? And this is when it starts happening. So this eclipse is creating that. This eclipse is closing the cycle, the 9-month cycle out, to give you what it is that you've been working hard for 9 months, coming up in September, October, November, December, and into next year. So this is what I'm getting. I'm getting like 2 different Virgos on 2 different types of timelines. And so that's what Spirit wants to bring to your attention. So these are the messages that I have coming up. And sorry, I'm talking really fast, you guys. I'm just really trying to get all the messages out before I forget them, because I tend to forget them. So yeah, these are the messages that I'm getting. All right. So this looks really, really good for those Virgos who are resonating with this. And I feel like you will resonate with this for those of you who, are chosen ones who came across this reading. If you come across this reading, this message is for you. Okay. You're a chosen one, babe. You need to hear this message. There's something in here for you, or in this live stream. Maybe you need a cross watch for a different sign if that's the case. But definitely check out my other readings as well that are also chosen one messages. I also have a playlist on my YouTube channel that is catered to just chosen one messages, chosen one readings. So if you look at my playlist on my channel here on YouTube, you'll see the chosen one playlist, and you can click on that and get all the chosen one readings that I've ever done in your sign. Okay. And remember, the timestamps are always in the comments below. Okay. So always look at the comments if you're looking for timestamps. Okay. Virgos, for some of you you said 9 years, really? 9-month cycle. Yeah, for some of you guys, it could have been 9 years. 9 months, 9 years. That energy of the 9 could be significant to you. Maybe you've been seeing 999. For some of you guys are a life path 9. For some of you guys, you're born on the 9th. You know, there's something here about that 9 that could be significant to you. Okay. All right, so let's see what else is here for my Virgos. Let's deep dive into what this message is for you for the kangaroo cycle card. She said, breathe, Baddie, breathe. I know the messages is coming in so fast. I've been on one since I got into Leo's read. So for those of you just coming into the room, we finished Leo, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. We're on Virgos right now. All right, so we have here the coffin card, okay? The coffin card is saying something is about to end. There's a cycle that is about to end. For most of you Virgos, you might be in the group or the category of Virgos that I was mentioning. They've already done this for the last 9 months or 9 years, right? It's closing out. It's wrapping up. You're locked in to like abundance now. It's not that you don't have to keep doing the work. It's not that you can't, that you could just kick back your feet and not maintain whatever success that you created for yourself. it's just saying you're not going to have to go through challenges, adversities, and all this riffraff and closed doors and like all these ebbs and flows and highs and lows in your life as much, right? Now, moving forward. Wow. That was a motorcycle going by. I always use that as confirmation for the reads, especially when I hear that, when I'm saying something significant. And that's interesting because that motorcycle was loud and it was going fast. And so like it feels like this is a loud message coming in quick for you because your cycle is closing out very quick for you. Your cycle could have been loud, uncomfortable. You know, you had high highs and low lows. Like it was very much of a roller coaster ride, so to speak. And you might have been screaming the whole way through and not having no fun, or barely any fun, or maybe scared the whole way. But Spirit is saying that's all wrapping up. And the 19 on the card, which the energy of the 9 is here, by the way. We have 9 here twice now. But the energy of the 19 breaks down to a 10. Okay, so it's like the step before the cycle ends. And so like this eclipse season for you, Virgos, in particular, is the step before the cycle ends. So the cycle of you having to do all this stuff, like I said, roller coaster ride of events, could have been a series of unfortunate events, right? You might resonate with that movie or that title or that quote, but like Spirit is saying that's over now, okay? And I'm getting that song. It's over now, move over. It's my turn now, it's over. The game shut down. Sorry, it's over. And it's giving sorry, not sorry. Like it's over. Like you don't have to do this anymore. Like the universe is coming through for you because you came through for yourself. And the universe now knows that you're ready to maintain whatever it is that you've been creating. You're ready for the bigger reward here, okay? You have all the tools, skills, and discipline and responsibility and like routine that you need. I feel like it's a routine that you created for yourself that you needed to be able to sustain whatever bigger goal or bigger outcome or bigger reward that Spirit has you about to hit next. Okay, so yeah, this is fire. Period. This is fire. I love this for you. So for those of you who are going through this last cycle of change, which is this eclipse energy, the 10, the closing out, the change, the closure of this cycle, you guys are going to be reaping a lot of the reward, or reaping a lot of that hard work paying off very, very shortly, okay? I feel like for most of you, it could happen during your birthday season. You might start seeing these changes for the better. It might make you really, really excited too. Because you probably reference this read back when you think about it as you're like living out your daily, day-to-day task in your life. And you're like, dang, OGB was right. I'm gonna be good, right? And so like your birthday season might make you feel like that. And then you see certain things that clarify it, and then you think back on this reading, and then you keep moving forward. Next thing you know, you're in December having a good old time in the holidays, and you're ringing in the new year with positive vibes and all that good stuff. So I am seeing this happening here for you. We have here message of concern in reverse. Yeah, your concerns about your path ends. I feel like this is more of like a career reading for Virgos. So Virgos, you kind of got 2 career readings this week. I did do a career reading live stream on, I think it was Tuesday morning. So that was like two days ago. So that was on the 18th. Okay, so check out that career reading. Click on the timestamp for your reading for Virgos. But you might be getting another career reading because this feels like a career reading, but this is supposed to be a general message for chosen ones. It could be any area of your life, but for some of you and most of you, this could be leaning more towards like career finances, but you know, take it how it resonates. But I am seeing here your concerns have ended because the cycle, the 9-month cycle of you having to be committed to your goals, you having to be committed to the vision, you having to be committed to the version of yourself you wanted to be, or you were striving to be, you needed to be in order to have some stability here. All your concerns end. And now you're receiving. So whatever you gave, you are receiving tenfold. That's what I'm seeing here. Beautiful energy. And the energy of 10 keeps repeating. Somebody could be seeing repeating 9s or 10s a lot. 999, 1010 on the clock. If that's the case, if it's 1010 on the clock. Or like 910 or 1009 on the clock. Or 1019 on the clock. Something like that. Somebody is seeing these angel numbers, and that's what these angel numbers are trying to tell you. What's coming out in this message. Yeah, we have here your concerns when it comes to your wish fulfillment. Yeah, that's what I have here. Any concerns that you had about where am I going? Where is this going? Is this going to be abundant? Am I going to get my wish fulfillment? The answer is yes. Your concerns dissipate. It's over. It's over. Now move over. It's your turn now, Virgo. All the rest is over. The game shut down. You're on the next chapter of your life, and it's leading to bigger, better horizons in the future. So this is like future wish fulfillment coming to fruition for you. Okay, so this is you reaching those heights, those new heights, and also maybe even travel here, because I'm seeing here the ship is flying. So the ship on the card here is flying, and it feels like your ships are coming in, your abundance is coming in. You also can pour a lot of whatever abundance you receive from these goals into like maybe how you want to live your life, or where you want to go or visit or relocate yourself, or travel to, if it's more of leisurely, like on vacation type vibes. But it's like you're able to pour into these things comfortably now because of what you did the last 9 months, 9 years, or whatever. So that's what I'm seeing here for my Virgos. And a lot of you guys who are just now starting your 9-month cycle of focusing in on something so you can get to a wish fulfillment, just know that this is your message, but maybe later in the future, okay? So you might have to save this and revisit it for later. But like the video, have the video now, and subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed. This is going to be the Virgo reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. Let's get into my Libras. Ashe. What do we have here for my Libra gang biddies and zaddies up in the building? Ashe, ashe. Where are my baby scales in the chat? Drop your scales down in the chat stream below. Let me know you're my balanced babies. You're my harmonious gang. And we're coming in with justice, served in your highest good. Served for your favor. Thank you so much for the gifts, Bebo. Hi, Hannah. Valkyrie's in the chat. We also have, who else? Makisha still here? Period. I just saw the gift card come out for you, Libras. So as we're exiting Virgo's reading and going into Libra's reading, I'm seeing the gift card. So that could be a message for Virgo and Libra, especially if you guys are like Virgo, Libra cuspers. That could be very significant to you. Also, in Virgo's reading, we kept getting 10-10 a lot. So the energy of 10 is October energy. That is Libra season energy. So maybe something happening for Virgo very soon in October. And Libras, that could be the same message for you. During your birthday season, something significant is happening very awesome for you. So this is you winning at all costs. For some of you guys, I saw in the pre-shuffle, like some of you gain the reward of being in a top tier position in your life, like being recognized in your life somehow, some way. You could be being recognized in a friend group, in a family dynamic. You could be being recognized in a workplace, or being recognized by your partner if you have a romantic partnership. Okay, you could be being recognized in the dating scene if you don't have a partnership and you're looking for partnership. You could be just being recognized as in like people trying to approach you, get your attention, people who actually want commitment and actually have solid offers coming towards you. But whatever area of life this is, chosen ones, you are winning at all costs, like against all odds, okay? You cannot lose here. So something significant is happening. There's a lot of growth and change happening for you. So that's what I have here coming out for you. This is beautiful energy. I absolutely love these readings so far. These are really significant readings for a lot of different of you chosen ones. It almost makes me feel like it's a general read, not really like a chosen one, deep, like spiritual read, like how we normally do. This feels like a general message, like it could be about anything. So like I said, you guys, take the messages how they resonate. If you would like to book a personal, you can book with me. The link is in the description box below. I also have a sale going on, so I have 50% off my readings right now. If you want to check it out, definitely check it out if you feel like called to like get a personal reading. They are going to sell out because so far people in the chat have been telling me some are sold out. So yeah, once they're sold out, I can't replenish them because I have to finish all those readings. So just giving you guys a heads up. That's what's happening. It's selling out, so jump on it. Jump on it. Okay. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let's lock into my Libras. What do we have here, Spirit, for Libras? Winning against all odds energy. The card that came out is the Hedgehog. It's the Trust card. Wow, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. We have here This is a reminder that even if you feel that others do not understand or air quotes get you and what you're doing, if they don't get you or what you're doing, it's no excuse to curl up and hide. Sure, you may need a little bit of space right now, but the world needs your gifts. You are more than worthy. Okay, so spirit wants you to know, like, you need to trust in your own intuition. You need to trust in your guidance. You need to trust that you are on your path and in your lane for a reason, chosen one. So whatever it is that you're being called to do, or whatever it is that you're already doing, that you have been called to do, and you're in your purpose, or you're on your path for whatever reason, reaching certain goals, or whatever it is that you want to do. It could be personal goals, it could be professional goals, whatever these goals are. Spirit is saying here, trust that you know your path better than anybody else. Okay? Trust that you know your life better than you may know somebody else's life, right? It's like you know these things for yourself. So like, don't let yourself self-sabotage you out of your position. Don't let your self-negative talk get in the way of you trusting yourself, having confidence in your gift, talent, skills, or in a relationship, whatever it is, personal or professional life, whatever this is talking about. Spirit is saying you may want to curl up and hide. You may want to, play small, or you may want to, like, you may need your space right now and be like a hermit because you heard something, or because you self-sabotage yourself, or because somebody projected onto you, or because you had a bad day, or somebody else had a bad day and took it out on you. But Spirit is saying the world needs your gifts. Whatever gifts, talent, skills you have, chosen one, you're meant to continue to do that. You're meant to stay in your lane and show the world the real you, okay? So just because nobody understands you or gets what you're doing, or just because you may feel a little lost on your path and you're like still trying to navigate what you're doing, it's not perfect, but you're still trying to like navigate it. Spirit is saying it's okay. It's okay. You're more than worthy for whatever it is that you're working hard for. You just need to trust the process. You need to know that this is going to be for you. At the end of the day, you're going to get to where you want to go. At the end of the day, your hard work is going to pay off. Things will come into fruition. So I don't know who needs this pep talk, because I feel like it's a pep talk type energy. I feel like we're like part of like a sports team, and like I'm in the middle and I'm the coach, and I'm like, you guys can do it. We're going to be doing this, this, and that. Put your hands in. Hurrah. Like, it's giving whoever needs this hype, babe, I'm here for you. I'm cheerleading you on, because Spirit is cheerleading you on. And Spirit is saying, trust. Do not lose sight of your faith, your trust, okay? In your faith. Walk by faith and not by sight, okay? Just because other people can't see or understand or get what you're doing, or just because you can't see or understand or get what you're doing, but you feel called to it, it doesn't mean that you need to curl up in a ball and hide. It doesn't mean that it should affect you and get you to stop or pause for too long. You'll miss the train. Spirit is saying, keep going, okay? If you need space and you need to take a little break along the way, take a break. It's fine to take breaks, but don't get lost in the sauce and get too comfortable in that break, okay? Because that break can turn into procrastination. That procrastination could turn into putting something on the back burner, and then you never actually have what it is that you want in life. So that's what I'm being shown here. Spirit is saying you are more than worthy to have what it is that you want in life, and you will be gaining that. You will be getting that. So the world needs your gifts, so show that. Continue to show that and trust your journey. This is a beautiful read. I'm going to pull the Kipper cards. I'm excited to pull the Kipper cards and see what happens, because we were getting the gift card out earlier going into your reading. Like as we were transitioning from Virgo into Libras, we were getting the gift card, and we also were getting like the militant card, which is my leadership card. So it feels like you have bigger goals of like standing out or being in the forefront of the crowd. If you don't, you might get an opportunity to do so, but you might feel intimidated by the opportunity because you're like, oh my gosh, I need to show up as a leader, or I'm showing up as like all eyes on me, or I'm not used to that, right? And Spirit is saying lean into that discomfort so you can get where it is that you want to go. You might be uncomfortable being seen or being put out in the forefront or being the leader or being the spokesperson or being the one, not the two or the three. You might be uncomfortable being the one, okay? But if you're uncomfortable, it's put there on purpose so that way you can get over that fear, so you can get to that fruition, right? You can bring these goals into your reality. You can become that version of yourself that you're desiring to be. that you trusted yourself and your intuition to be. You put yourself in place to receive. So now be open to accepting whatever it is that you're receiving. Because for some of you guys, you put yourself in place to receive, and now that you're receiving it, you're like, I don't know, should I accept it? Is it mine? Will I do good? If I'm a manager, will I do good? If I'm a revolutionary, will I be able to do it? If I'm an influencer on social media, absolutely, absolutely. Don't play yourself out of your position, and don't let other people do that either. If you have somebody around you that's like, I don't know why you would do that, everybody's doing that, or that industry or field is saturated, or that's just a get rich quick scheme, or maybe you shouldn't be like, ignore all that. Period. You are more than worthy. Trust in your position. God is putting you in position, so trust that. Chosen one, period. That's what it's giving. Thank you for the Sunday, Jules. Ashley, I appreciate you. Yeah, we have the Thief card coming out. This Thief card is saying, like, this is also Gemini energy. Gemini got this card out in their reading, so maybe you have Gemini in your chart. You can cross-watch for that read if you want to. Even if you don't have Gemini in your chart, maybe there's a message in that reading for you. But I'm seeing here, like, the Thief card. Like, people could be trying to distract you or delay you or project on you. Or you could be in your own shadow of thoughts. This could be your own self-sabotage, your own negative self-talk, your nervousness, or whatever the case. So Spirit is saying here, don't let that stuff get to you, okay? Trust in your journey and ignore all the smoke, okay? It's imaginary smoke trying to get you to not see the path clearly. You're on the right path, babe. And you're gaining the enlightenment and the messages along the way. Like, Spirit is sending you synchronicities along the way. So lean into that, okay? Yeah, because it feels like other people are more concerned with what you're doing, okay, than they really need to be. And maybe that's getting to you, okay? Spirit is saying, trust. You are worthy. You have a talent. You have a skill. You're meant to show the world your gifts. And showing the world doesn't mean like you have to do something big and grandiose and you have to be super extraordinary. You could be extraordinary in a smaller setting, in a smaller community, in a more tighter, more intimate setting, if that's the case. It could be for your workplace. It could be for your own business. It could be for your family dynamic. It could be the community and the neighborhood you live in. Whatever it is for you, it's like you're going to be in a position where I feel like, me personally, in this reading, because we got that leadership card, I feel like you're going to be put in a leadership position, or you're going to be in charge of a project or a team or a group or something. And it may intimidate you, but Spirit is saying this is for you. So you were open to receiving. Now that you received it, accept it. It's yours. Sign on the dotted line. Commit to it. Commit to the bit, okay? It's giving. So we have here toil and labor in reverse. Okay, people working really hard. Wow, you hear all those sirens? You hear all those sirens? That's crazy. It was like a cop car, an ambulance, a firefighter, a fire truck, I mean. It was all three of them passing all at the same time. They all rush into some type of emergency. So this might be an emergency read for you, Libra, because for some of you Libras, you might have been needing this reading to hype you up, to get you back in check, to check yourself so you don't wreck yourself, right? So it's giving that energy, okay? So Spirit is saying here, this might be an emergency read for you, okay? This is coming in for you to get you to get back on that path if you veered off of it, mentally or physically. If you found yourself like getting off of the path, or not believing in yourself, or delaying, or dragging your feet, or listening to other people, or listening to your shadow. Like, Spirit is saying, no, we're not doing that. It's 2026. We're not doing that. We're going into 2027. We don't do that no more. Okay? We have too much information at our fingertips now that we don't do that no more. We know that we are self-aware enough, or we are going into the level of self-awareness deeper and deeper now, that we know what it is when we see it. We know what it is when we signed up. You know, it's giving that energy. So you're a chosen one, so stay on your chosen path. So we have here toil and labor in reverse. And toil and labor in reverse is telling me that your hard work is paying off, and people are about to see your hard work pay off, and that's when you get the most attacks. That's when you get, is giving like, and not physically being attacked, but maybe just energetically, or maybe verbally, like people just like trying to downplay what you're doing, or trying to like say certain things, and maybe that getting to you, or like kind of like hitting your ego a little bit, hitting your pride. in like, oh man, I don't feel proud of myself, or I don't feel like I'm doing good, or I don't have the confidence. It's like it's hitting you somewhere. And Spirit is saying here, people are going to try and do that the closer and closer you get to this thing that you're worthy of, okay? These gifts that you're meant to show. So Spirit is saying here, things will get easier. And the hard work has paid off. But the distractions and the hate will still be there, because that's just what that does. With light comes darkness. And so like, I feel like you guys just need to know to keep moving on your path and ignore all the outside noise. The outside noise that came by in your reading is a prime example of that. Ignoring all the outside noise. The emergency is that I want you to ignore all these people who are sirens in your life. All these loud negative self-talk or loud negative talk about you outside of yourself. I don't know if this is internally or externally in your environment. You put it where you see fit, but it's like all these sirens in your life are trying to distract you from the path, and they get louder and louder and louder the closer and closer you get to this end-all be-all goal. Spirit is saying, stay in your lane. You are more than worthy. You are the chosen one. So trust the path. Trust the intuition. You are doing the right thing. It doesn't matter if other people don't understand or get what you're doing. It's not for them to understand. It's not their path. Only you know what's best for you. And that's on period. So this is going to be your reading, Libras. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. This was such a beautiful reading. Let me shuffle it. Okay, I shuffled it, and on the bottom of the deck, it's mature person. You have grown into yourself to a level of emotional, physical, and even financial maturity here. It's all in alignment for you, babe. You sitting in boss-like energy. Okay? You're no longer trapped in your mind or imprisoned in a situation or feeling like obligated to something or someone anymore outside of yourself. You are now trusting the journey, and you know that God put you in position. This is God putting you in position. I put you in position to be on top, to be that boss baddie or boss daddy. And that's what it does. And people are going to be mad about it. If they are, honey, let them be mad. Okay? Let people say whatever, just keep getting better. Like, that's what I always say. So that's what I have here for you, Libras. I don't know who needed to hear this. This was a hype you up talk. I feel like this was like one of those like, okay, game time, let's go. 1, 2, 3, Libra. Like, it's giving that energy, Libra. So period. Like the video, hype the video, and hype me up, okay? Subscribe to the channel if you feel called to. But like I said, book a personal if you need one. The link is in the description box below. All my readings are half off right now. And so take advantage of that if you can, if you have the funds to do so. Only if you feel called to, okay, you guys? No pressure, no pressure. They are going to sell out. Some of them are already sold out. That's why I'm saying that. But you guys, we're going to go on to Scorpios. Where are my Scorpianas? Buzz down. Period. Where are my Scorpions? Let's lock in. What do we have here for my Scorpios? All right, you guys. And then after Scorpios is going to be Sagittario, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Y'all are going to be my last 4 for this afternoon. And then I got to eat something. I got to update my website with another service. I am going to have those career services live on my website after this live stream. I'm going to timestamp. The timestamps will be available in the comments of my video down below. And for those of you who have same-day personal readings, I'm trying to bang those out before we get into the love stream at 6:30 p.m. tonight, okay? So for some of you guys who booked that same-day personal readings, you will be receiving those today, because they're due today, before the live stream, the love live stream tonight at 6:30 p.m., okay? So I'm going to try and get those done as well. So with that being said, let's get into my Scorpios. Drop your zodiac signs. Let me know you in the chat. You ready for the read? On this tea that you're winning against all odds is the theme, okay? You're winning against all odds. It's like this eclipse energy drawing me to tell you guys, like, listen, you're winning against all odds. Any type of changes or adjustments or whatever shifts that are happening right now, you're going to win on the other side of this eclipse energy, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. There's an eclipse of your life. There's an area of your life eclipsing, so to speak. Wow, you guys get 2 cards. You guys got 2 cards versus the other zodiac signs. They only got 1 card flying out of the oracle deck. You guys have 2. Ooh. Not you being extra. Like, your energy is so extra. Not you being extra. Who needed 2 messages? Well, these two are for you. One is a coyote. The other one is a bee. Okay. So those are the spirit animals you got. The coyote card says playfulness. This is a reminder to not take things too seriously and bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness. You might need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a while. And then the bee card here says productivity. It is time to examine your productivity. Disorganization and indecisiveness may be causing you to miss opportunities. Take a moment to prioritize your goals and get a clear view of how to get to where you want to go and what it will take to get there. So these two in combination kind of match each other's vibes and energy. Playfulness and productivity is highly aspected here. I do feel like for some of you Scorpios, you do something that you're passionate about, that is catering to your inner child. There's some type of playfulness energy there. Some of you Scorpios have Leo in your chart or Aries in your chart. Or Gemini in your chart. Not for all of you, but for some of you guys, you have one of those zodiac signs. Maybe you need to cross watch for those readings as I'm saying that. If you feel called to cross watch, there could be extra messages there for you that I didn't say in this reading. Okay, so yeah, I'm being guided to tell some of you Scorpios that. But you're not really being guided to take things too seriously, but at the same time, you're meant to be organized, decisive, and productive. So it's like it's like one and the same, but it's like same but different. I'm screaming because I'm referencing this movie so hard. It's The Interview with James Franco and Seth Rogen. Same but different. It's called The Interview. But still same. Like it really is that energy though. It's like spirit wants you to have an equal balance of play and an equal balance of routine and not necessarily seriousness, but like, how can I say this? Maybe like consistency with your, this could be anything. This can be any area of your life. Love, career, etc., personal or professional, whatever this is. It's like spirit saying, yeah, be playful. Don't take things too seriously. But you need to be balanced also with like being productive and being consistent with this energy of like, okay, staying organized, staying on track. I don't know if it's that you need a planner or a schedule or something. For some of you guys, you're already doing this and you've kind of mastered this balance. And so spirit is saying this is why you have your energy coming in, that you're winning at all costs because you did this. But for others of you, this is your advice. So take it how it resonates with wherever you're at right now, Scorpios. But this is what I'm seeing here. The reason why most of you Scorpios will win and you are winning against all odds is because you know how to do this smoothly, easily, or you perfect this craft that you're able to do this in the near future if that's the case. Maybe the eclipse is kind of rocking you or getting you out of balance because there's certain things changing and shifting and it requires reorganization or going back to the drawing board or seeing what's working or not working, or it just requires to grab your attention to something that may be making you feel unbalanced in your life right now when it comes to a particular area. And so spirit is saying this eclipse is teaching you something about yourself or your routine that maybe needs to shift or make a little small adjustment or change. And then after eclipse season, it's like you're back into this balance of like playfulness and productivity. So I am seeing here that you may have missed opportunities before because you weren't as productive, or you felt like you were getting lazy or procrastinating or disorganized, or maybe there was other distractions around you, a person, place, or thing, or an environment. And so you couldn't get a clear view of how to get to where you wanted to go. But now you're going to be able to do that. So this eclipse season could be teaching you that. And getting you back into balance right after eclipse season. So maybe like into September and October, you feel a little bit more back in routine, back in your flow, your workflow, or your personal life flow, like things in your personal life, like family, friends, or relationships closest to you romantically. So that's what it's giving. You definitely need to lighten up a little bit, Scorpio. You could be coming from a dark place or a stressful place. Spirit is saying here, do things that give back to you. So do something you love, like especially tomorrow. Like Friday is always known as Venus Day. So you should always do something you love on Venus Day, on a Friday. So do something for you, even if it's just one thing. You don't have to spend the whole day doing all these things that you love. you can just do one thing for you that you love on Friday on a Venus day, and that'll get you to lighten up about your environment or a matter that has been on your mind. It might even give you clarity or the answer that you need to a problem or to an issue if you find yourself having issues with adjusting to what the eclipse is showing you about your environment or yourself. But Spirit is saying here, do something for you that kind of lightens your energy, so that way you can get back into this productive B energy, or that way you can create something fresh, or something like maybe it's a fresh perspective, because it doesn't have to be a fresh new start completely in your life that involves other people or projects. Maybe it's just like you're starting from a fresh line of sight perspective wise. You're more motivated now, and you got this piece of inspiration. The reason why is because you took time to kind of like be in like childlike mode with yourself, play with your inner child, and like give to yourself for 30 minutes or an hour or half of a day, or maybe it's just with one thing you want to do. It's like you giving to yourself is going to lead you into being more productive. And for some of you Scorpios, things might have been mundane. That's probably why you felt like you were too lazy to stay organized. Like maybe you've always been on point, but then you're like, oh, I'm tired of this routine of always staying organized, responsible, and disciplined. Like, I just want to relax. And maybe that relaxation turned into like procrastination. So now you're like kind of in a rut, or you're kind of trying to get back your footing. So Spirit is saying here, it could have been because you were doing the mundane all the time, and you were ignoring the part of yourself that needed to cater to yourself, give to yourself, self-love, self-care, or like, doing something for you, right? And so in doing that, it makes you feel like an extra pep in your step when you're going back to needing to be productive. It makes you feel like, oh, now I have the energy to do this. For some of you guys, it's just about going out in the sun and letting the vitamin D hit that skin, honey. So it's about that energy kind of being recharged and rejuvenated in some sense, in some way, shape, or form, however you feel like is best for you. And that disorganization that was there will turn into, I want to be organized. I want to be more productive. I want to, now I know what decisions to make. I want to do this instead of that. I have clear thinking, clear channel. I'm able to prioritize my goals now from a clear perspective and get to where I want to go. And I know exactly what's going to take me there, right? So that's what it's giving. So hopefully this is making sense to those who needs to reach. Okay, you guys, but this is what I'm channeling when it comes to the eclipse energy. So don't beat yourself up with this eclipse energy. Allow yourself to lean into what the eclipse is showing you. It's showing you that something could be imbalanced or off here, and you're meant to get back into a balanced area of your life. So if you've been being really, really productive, try to find moments of playfulness so that you can feel still motivated to be productive before you start to procrastinate because it's so mundane, right? And if it's the other way around, if the roles are flipped and you're like always playing around and you're always doing something and you're always spending your money and hakikiing and doing all this stuff and going to this party there and da-da-da-da and not being productive, Spirit is saying here, you might need to do the opposite and be more productive rather than playing all the time and that, and having an equal balance of that. So it is what it is for whoever this message is for, but this is what I'm channeling. Okay, so like the video, hype the video, subscribe, you guys. If you need a book, a personal, book one with me, the link is in the description box below. I'm seeing here that you will be reaching your wish fulfillment. There is unexpected income coming your way. We also have a decision for you to walk away from certain patterns, habits, and behaviors. When we talked about that playfulness and productivity energy, it really does feel like it's not necessarily your environment. Maybe it's just all internal, because a lot of you Scorpios go through internal death and rebirth processes. You are that 8th house Scorpio energy. You guys already know how to move and groove in this. You kind of already expect yourself to go through a lot of internal changes, okay, or be challenged with this type of energy at some point in your life. So Spirit is saying here, this might be something that you kind of are already used to when it comes to the eclipse season. But Spirit is saying here, when you get back into balance, there is you reaching a level of wish fulfillment here, and your wish fulfillment is coming in unexpected. So whatever your wish fulfillment is, whatever it is that you've been working hard towards, and or trying to balance your hard work with playfulness, you will be getting more time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because I feel like you guys might have been working really, really hard. I feel like I'm channeling more Scorpios who work hard and they don't really play hard at all. They work hard and that's it, and they kind of like dabble in like trying to be lighthearted. But Spirit is saying here, you might need to take more time for yourself to like really enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because you work really, really hard. So give yourself that reward to like go on a vacation or take a little breakity break. For some of you Scorpios, it's almost like you're scared to take a break because you're like, you know yourself so well that if you do take a little break, your little break turns into a too long of a break. And next thing you know, you're behind on stuff. So Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to take a break just because of that. Spirit is saying, if that's your fear, lean into that fear. Lean into it and change that. Challenge yourself to change that. Okay, let me take this break and let me challenge myself to not procrastinate or to not get in the routine of, you know, getting behind on stuff. You know, challenge yourself to like be like, okay, I had my break. It's time to get back to work now. Cool. Like, challenge yourself to do this, because for some of you guys, maybe you just need to realize that, you know, you have this power over yourself. For some of you guys, you give your power away not having the confidence enough and thinking like, oh, well, I've done that before, so I'll probably always be like that. You're not always going to be like that, babe. We're changing. We're evolving. We're ascending. We're reaching new heights and new versions of ourselves every single day. So I'm seeing like, you know, you got to give yourself the benefit of the doubt here and know that you can be your own like parent, kind of like you can be responsible, babe. Like, you're gonna be all right. It's okay to take a little break. You're gonna be all right. Don't worry. You're not gonna get back into that setback. And I think for some of you guys, you're scared of that. That's why you work so hard and you play less. But Spirit is saying, I want you to play a little bit. I want you to pay a little bit more attention to playing a little bit more in your life and enjoying the fruits of your labor. So we have here decisions here. For some of you guys, you could have decisions here coming up. You might be having two opportunities to decide from. For those of you who opportunities are coming in for you in some area of your life, you might have to decide between two things and walk away from one thing to go towards the other, right? So you might have two things in front of you. It could be a person, place, or thing, whatever area of life this is. It comes in unexpectedly. It is catering to your wish fulfillment. However, it requires you to have to leave one thing behind. Okay, so I am seeing that here. For others of you, you're just learning how to juggle two things equally balanced. So your personal life and your professional life, you're learning how to balance. Okay, and maybe you're learning how to balance me time within all of that, right? So maybe you're learning how to balance like family time and then your me time and then your career life. Like, there's something here coming into balance though for you. It may feel uncomfortable right now in eclipse season, but it gets a little bit easier as the days, weeks, and months after eclipse season go on. And I do feel like this is kind of like teaching you a huge lesson that you need, and giving you your power back, because I think that you doubt that you even have the power to be able to be as balanced and as responsible as you can in all areas of your life, and to be able to work hard and play hard too, equally, right? So there's that energy where I'm kind of picking up on with Scorpio, okay? But I'm seeing here that you do reach your wish fulfillment, whatever your goals are. If it's more of like a self-development goal, like a more personal goal, like internally, like within yourself, and you challenging yourself, I do feel like you're going to reach that goal, okay? Because a lot of this energy felt like it was all internal. It didn't feel like external circumstances. It felt like you were in internal conflict with yourself, and you are closing that out, and you're going into being more confident within yourself and secure and balanced, and knowing what it is that you need to do in order to get to where you want to go, and it's going to take you there. All right, so that's what I have here for you, Scorpios. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. This was such a beautiful read for you. So transformative, especially on an internal level, and the way that you see yourself and this version of yourself in the world, right? How you navigate your own routine, schedule, and yourself in the environments that you are placed in. So I love this. This felt very transformative, like on an internal level. So congratulations, Scorpio. We're gonna find out of your energy. Thank you so much for being here. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. Keep that energy up, you guys. Don't go to sleep, okay? Let's get it. Grab a snack, grab whatever you sipping on. Let's tap into my bow and arrow babies. What do we have here for my Sagittario? Sagittario, where are y'all at? Lock in, okay? Drop your zodiac signs down in the chat stream below. Let me know you're here. You're ready for the read. You're ready for the tea. You're winning out against all odds is the title of this reading, and you can't lose for nothing, okay? You cannot lose, okay? Whatever you choose, you cannot lose. All right, so let's see what Spirit has for you, for your message. Thank you, Bebo. Thank you for the gifts. All right, so let's lock in. Hi, Tosh. You said you needed that pep talk. Period. I love that for us. You said my nails are fire. Thank you so much, Jennifer. They're my vibranium set. I made it up. I made up that set name. They're not really called that, but I just call it that because it reminds me of that vibranium energy from Black Panther, because period. Okay. We out here. We be vibing. We be vibranium. All right, so let's get into it. Hi, Ashley. You said big time for your, oh, you're just in time for your big 3. I love that. You said it sounds like where you live. That's crazy. All right, here we go. So let's lock into the last column. We got Sagittario, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, you guys. Okay, so let's get it. What do we have for the messages for Sagittario? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Ashe. What do we have for the messages for Sagittarius? Wow, you have the armadillo as your spirit animal coming out. And the armadillo represents protection, okay? So on this card, it says, you are entering a phase where in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you may have to be more discerning and say no to many things, people, places, or things that have been holding you back in the past. So protect your own energy is what this armadillo spirit animal is saying when it comes to the eclipse season. So for some of you Sagittariuses, this eclipse season is showing you that you might need to protect your energy, babe. Okay? And the lesson to you protecting your energy, maybe you recognizing like, hey, I need to start saying no more. Because I didn't say that enough in the past, and I ended up being in a particular situation, or I'm here at where I'm at now. And the past could have been like last week or last month or 2 months ago. It could be more recent past for you. For others of you, it could have been like years ago. And so maybe you've just been a yes girl or a yes guy all the time, right? And so maybe now you need to be more discerning and stand on business and be like, no, I can't do that for you right now. I have to prioritize myself. Or no, I don't feel like that decision is right for me. Or no, I don't feel aligned to that path. I don't feel aligned to that group. I don't feel aligned to that thing, whatever it is, that blank, you fill in the blank. So Spirit is saying here, you might have to be more discerning. And that's what the eclipse is showing you. How you can stand on business respectfully and create these healthy boundaries in order for you to get to where you want to go. And this is a phase where you are going to be aligned with whatever it is that you want in life, okay? This could be personal life related. This could be internal work related, like your own spiritual goals, your own internal goals with self, your own healing work, if that's the case. But for others of you, it could be related to career and professional life. I don't know what this is for you. It's going to be different for everybody, but you're entering a phase where in order to be in alignment with your intentions, in order to be in alignment with your vision or to co-create your best life with spirit, with the universe, God, source, creator, etc., you have to say no to certain people, places, and things that could have been holding you back in the past that are still holding you back now. And that's what this eclipse is showing you. So you are shifting, and as you are shifting during this eclipse, other people are going to be seeing it, and they might be saying something about it. They might be being like, Sagittarius, why are you moving different? Or Sagittarius, you never say no. You always say yes to me. Why are you doing this now? I need you, Sag. Help me, please. But it's not your job to be everybody's superhero. And just because you said no doesn't make you a supervillain. You see what I'm saying? So Spirit is saying here, it's okay to say no. If you need to say no and prioritize yourself or put yourself first and get to everybody else later, or not to get to anybody else at all because you just don't feel like you're called to do that, it's okay. Be in alignment and stick to that truth. Stick to what's true for you. Be authentic to you. So Spirit is saying protect your own energy by moving this way, okay? Despite what anybody else says, because people will say things. Oh, you moving different, or oh, you don't be saying no to me, or oh, what's going on? You not right. You don't feel the same. You not acting the same. What happened? Like trying to make it a you thing, but really it's just that they don't know how to accept the word no, so they're projecting, right? They could have been people or environments that could have been taking advantage of you, and you didn't know up until now, until you said no, and now you're like, oh, now I know who the real ones are and who's not. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's giving. So armadillo energy is here, kind of like showing you as a chosen one. Just because you're a chosen one doesn't mean that you have to show up for everybody or always have to say yes. Spirit is saying you can say no, you could work smarter, not harder. You can really prioritize yourself and your own well-being here without apology, okay? Unapologetically, but respectfully, you know, you got to protect your energy. You know what I'm saying? So there's ways to do this, okay? So let's get into the next message. What do we have here for my Sagittario? This is a message. This is a message, y'all. And this could be any area of your life, you guys. This is very much of a general read for my chosen one reading. It's not in particular to like love or career or anything like that. So take it how you see fit. Book a personal if you need one. The link is in the description box below. I am running a sale right now. I have half off on all my readings. So visit that website if you feel called to get a personal reading with me. Okay. The link is in the description box below to my site. Hi. Hi, you guys. Hi, Miss T. You have a Sag rising. You watching for your rising. Ashe, ashe. Hi, La Mag. Hi, Anna. Welcome in, you guys. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe. Thank you to the new subscribers. I'm seeing newbies in the chat. Ashe, ashe. Let's get it. What do we have here for my Sagittario on a deeper layer, deeper level on what this is saying, okay? Spirit is saying also when you protect your energy like this, you're going to win. You're winning at all costs. You're winning against all odds, so to speak, right? So you're not going to lose just because you say no. I think for some of you Sagittariuses, why you were a yes man or a yes woman, it feels like you were in this energy because you felt like you were going to lose something or someone or, you know, whatever the case. And, you know, if something or someone falls away because you prioritize yourself or you put your self-respect first, then it was never aligned to you anyway. And that's how you know that it wasn't for you. You know, that there's something better for you or someone better for you, right? It could be any area of your life. But what's not aligned for you will fall away. What is aligned for you will stay or will show up and choose you every time as you choose it back. But anything else is just going to fall away. It's not on the vibration. And for some of you guys, we were afraid of that, okay? So Spirit is saying here, you know, respectfully, you know, as you are saying no, you might even notice like, hey, maybe I was always scared to like lose somebody or something, but I'm not scared no more. And good for you, because you shouldn't vibrate from a fear-based mindset. You can't get to your goals and create your best life from a fear-based mindset. You can't be scared, okay? You can't be scary out here in these streets, okay? So move accordingly, babe. This is giving occupation energy. We have the occupation card here coming out. But also occupation card doesn't always have to be career related. It can also be just talking about when you protect your energy, things start to work. You see this person on the card working on their project. It looks like they're a seamstress and they're sewing up something. So I'm seeing here like you're able to patch any loopholes or holes that you might have created because you allowed certain people, places, or things to take advantage of you. Or what you allowed continued, but it wasn't for your highest good, right? So what you allow will continue. And if it's something bad or not conducive to your growth, you're patching that up by, you know, saying no. And so things are starting to work out for you. And for some of you guys, these things that start to work out for you are your career goals or are in association to education or are in association to like how you make money or save money or even your own personal business if it's something you're creating for yourself. And so Spirit is saying here, and for those of you who have your own business or your own career goals, maybe now you're able to stay focused or be more focused than ever. So that's what it's giving here. So like things start to work out for you, whether it has to do with work or not, just in general. So Spirit is saying here, you are patching up these holes that you might have been perpetuating to live, to breathe in your life. And Spirit is saying, yeah, nah. We're not doing that no more. Bottom of the deck is the courtship card. For some of you guys, this has to do with courtships, relationships closest to you, platonic or romantic. So if it's not work and career related, it can be more your personal life and relationships closest to you, platonic or romantic. So that's what I'm getting here. For some of you, you're seeing the number 444 a lot. For some of you, you're between the ages of 34 and 43. I'm also seeing 333 here. Somebody's 44th birthday is coming up in Sag season. That's going to also be significant to somebody. those are just double confirmations for those who need to hear it. It's not going to be for everybody, but definitely channeling those things as well. So if those numbers or ages or like those things that I'm saying resonate, that's just double confirmation that we're talking to you, and Spirit is intending this message for you as well, for you to know that it's for you, especially if you're doubting that this message is for you. You're building healthier relationships with people because you're showing them how you respect yourself. This self-respect is making you more romantically attractive, or making you more attractive when it comes to your own business. Maybe you're calling in like a lot of more clients and customers because they're respecting your time and energy because you put respect on your name. You said, this is how I show up, this is how I want to be respected, and they said, okay, bet. And they're matching that same energy. So how we gonna act today, right? It's giving that energy. And so you put out that energetic signal, and that signal is responding back to you in the same way you put it out. What you put out is what you get back. If you allow something to continue that is negative, what you're going to get back is negative results. If you allow something to continue that's respectful and responsible and disciplined and put together, then your results are going to reflect that way, what you get back. So that's what it's giving. I love this for you. I really do feel like you guys are winning. So for some of you guys, you're really winning in career. I really want to say whatever you're doing for career, or you're getting education to be in a particular career, is going to be amazing coming up. But what's uncomfortable is you having to say no or stand on business. And it could be challenging to put your words together and trying to figure out how to say that or how to handle certain situations. If you have trouble with that, I always advise using ChatGPT for stuff like that, with business related, work related stuff, and how to stand on business respectfully without ruffling feathers, but also still getting your point across and prioritizing yourself and doing things for you in the way that you need to do them in a workplace setting or environment. But I mean, to each one your own. You don't have to use ChatGPT, but that's just a piece of advice. For others of you, things start to work in your relationships, your personal relationships closest to you, platonically or romantically. So for others of you, Sagittarius, I'm seeing that here. And for another group of you, it's both at the same time. Career starts going well because your personal life, you're wrapping up any loose ends, any tea, any drama, any chaos, anything that was unbalanced, anything that was toxically siphoning your energy. It could be a relationship romantically, it could be a family member platonically, like it's just giving whatever. So whatever it is, your relationships are going well personally, that you're able to focus on your professional life, and everything is more back into balance because you decided to protect your energy, because you decided to use a simple word, no, right? Or the energy of that. If you're not saying no exactly, but you're declining, you're respectfully declining things in a different way, that's what it's giving. So this is going to be your message, side of the audio. This is how I'm seeing you win against all the odds. And this is why you can't lose. And so don't be afraid to lose or to be at loss or to feel lost just because you value yourself and your self-respect and you got morals and you have integrity, okay? Stay in that lane because it's going to get you other things to work out. Work, money, career, okay? So Spirit is saying these endings are just merely new beginnings. So that's what I'm getting for you. That is going to be your reading side of the audio. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Lock in, you guys. Lock in. Ooh, false person. Ooh, as I'm closing out your reading, look at that. This is your main character energy, and this is false person in reverse. Yeah, for some of you guys, you're closing out relationships that weren't serving your highest good. Whoever these people were to you, you respectfully declined or you blocked. Maybe you got trigger happy and you on social media, you know, on your blockity block party type energy. You blocking everybody from your social media. You said block, block, block. Blockity block, block, block. So for some of you guys, you're blocking people from your social media, your phone, etc. But that's a closing message coming out as I'm trying to shuffle the cards and put them away and get into Capricorn. So Capricorns, drop your zodiac sign down in the chat room below. Let me know y'all here. You ready for the read? You ready for the tea when it comes to your chosen one message today? All right, you guys. Where are my goats in the chat? Drop your greatest all-time energy in the chat. Let me know who's a goat so I can shout you out. Let me know. Let me know. All right, so let's say, what do we have here for my Capricorns? You guys, like the video, hype the video, subscribe. If you need to book a personal reading with me, you should. I'm having a sale right now, and all my readings are half off, okay? So 50% off is what you get until all the slots are filled and sold out. So make sure you're taking advantage of it now. The link is in the description box below for that, okay? So let's get into your messages, Capricorns. Let's get into your message, Ashe. What do we have here for my Capricorns? Period. Let's get it. Miss T, you said you went through a mass block event. You said it was a blockathon or whatever the heck. I'm screaming. You say you clocked it. You definitely recovering from your yes man energy. Period. But I love it for you. So congratulations. Mansha, thank you so much for being here. I like your name, Mansha Gupta. That's a pretty name. Mansha Gupta. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's a beautiful name. Hey, girl. We be vibing. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you for being here. We're on Capricorn right now. If you're just now coming into the room, drop your goats in the chat if you're a Capricorn, or if you're cross-watching for a different placement in your chart. You can watch for all placements, okay? You can watch for all placements when it comes to Chosen One readings. Anything can resonate with you in any placement of your chart that you feel called to watch for. So you can cross-watch. After Capricorn, we have Aquarius and Pisces. So we only have 2 more readings and then we'll be done. I'm excited, you guys. These readings went really, really, really good. Okay, they went phenomenal. All right. So let's see what we have here for you. Capricorn, the butterfly card, when it's trying to come out. My cards are going all over the place. I don't know if you're dealing with a lot of chaos. We have the Panther card trying to come out as well. Butterfly and the Panther. Butterfly energy is speaking of change. The Panther energy is speaking of guidance. You might be feeling a little misguided. I'm getting like you might be feeling a little misguided. This could be externally, like in your environment or including other people. For some of you guys, this could be internal conflict within yourself, feeling misguided within yourself, feeling a little lost. But let's see if that resonates for everybody. And you know what's going on right now is eclipse season. So everything that you're feeling right now and that I'm channeling could all be temporary because of the eclipse season. The eclipse season amplifies the emotions or the problems or the challenges times 10. And it's happening in order for you to see something and to notice like where you need to make a shift or an adjustment, where you need to lean into discomfort to create change for yourself for the positive, right? So it's a temporary discomfort, which is the eclipse energy, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here coming up. And we have a full moon partial lunar eclipse happening on the 27th. So that's why I'm saying that. So it's coming up soon. We're kind of in the energy of the eclipse season already right now. So if you've been experiencing setbacks, whatever zodiac sign that you are, including my Capricorns, that's kind of like a general collective message. Anything like that feels challenging is just going to get you to a better place if you see it from the perspective of, oh, this is happening for me and not to me, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here and channeling for the collective. But let's get into Capricorn's energy. Let's lock in. What do we have here for my Capricorns? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source, for the chosen ones. For the greatest of all time. Hi, Miss T. Your Capricorn moon. Yeah, you can watch for that. Ashe. Hi, Simona. Capricorn baddies in the chat. We have here the first card out for you is the calm. Okay, the turtle energy. It says, the turtle wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it with determination and serenity. You may be encouraged to take a break from your busy life and look around or within for more grounded, long-lasting solutions. So this is what the eclipse is teaching you right now, Capricorn. You might be in a fast-paced environment. You might be in a chaotic environment. You might just have a busy life. You might be booked and busy. You might have your own business, or you might be in a higher position in your workplace environment if you work in another workplace, right? For another business or company. But Spirit is saying here, even though you're abundant and things like that, this chaos or whatever this busy environment is, it in this eclipse season is trying to teach you like how to walk your path more peacefully instead of always being in this quick, fast-paced or demanding environment. And so for some of you guys, you may have noticed that it's been making you testy or making you have like crash outs or anxiety, or it might be making you feel like easy to snap, because I'm getting turtle here, but I'm thinking in my mind, you remember that TikTok sound like a year or two ago where this lady, she found a turtle like in her backyard, and her and this guy were recording it, and they're like, wow, it's a snapping turla. Like, it's giving that energy. Like, you sometimes, Capricorn, when you get overwhelmed or overstimulated or overly booked and busy, you're ready to snap. Okay, so for some of you guys, you be snapping, you be getting testy, you have a short-lived like patience tolerance, right? You don't have a high tolerance for patience. So I do feel like if anything's moving slow or demanding you to be patient or be at peace, you're like, I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that. I can't wait for that. I don't got time for that. I got to keep doing this and that. So it's giving like an anxious Capricorn, or like someone who's just like trying to always be in control, or not finding the calm in the chaos. And maybe it's that you need to change your environment. For some of you guys, you just need to go on vacation. For others of you, you need to take more breaks in your everyday work schedule, work life, week, your work week. It's giving that. So Spirit is saying pull back from your busy life and look around your environment, or look within internally to find more grounded solutions for yourself, so you can have long-lasting peace as you're approaching prosperity, prosperous endeavors, prosperous connections, things like that. So that's what Spirit is showing me here with the turtle card. Okay. And slow and steady wins the race, babe. Okay. Capricorns, you don't always got to stay booked and busy. You don't always have to be putting a lot of pressure on yourself and others to get things done, or to reach certain goals, or to get certain milestones. Spirit is saying those milestones are going to stay there, babe. Okay. They're going to be there when you get to them. So slow and steady wins the race here. For some of you guys, you're trying to rush to the finish line, but you're running up against more conflict or challenges in your external circumstances. And for others of you, you're running into more conflicts and challenges within yourself because you're getting frustrated easily. You're getting more irritable. So Spirit is saying here, I don't know what's causing that necessarily, personally, for me, for the read for you, but Spirit is saying here that find peace as you are sticking with your determination. Find serenity, okay? As you're going towards your prosperity. As you are doing this, find times to take breaks and to give to yourself and to woo-saw. For some of you guys, you need to meditate, you need to pray, or you need to be in a quiet environment. Some of you guys, you need to have a quiet environment to focus on where it is, what part of yourself is being agitated or being brought up for you to address. Okay, what part of yourself lashed out on someone else who didn't deserve it, or what part of yourself triggered somebody else to lash out on you, right? And so Spirit is saying here, be in calm energy as best as possible. For some of you guys, this is happening outside of you. People are projecting onto you, and it's making you feel anxious and nervous and rushing to get things done and not feeling calm. Spirit is saying here, if people are projecting onto you and it's like roles reverse, it's them and it's not really you. Spirit is saying here, the eclipse could be teaching you the wisdom of knowing how to address people like this in a workplace setting, or in your personal life, if it's like more of like family members or friends or a romantic partner. It's like Spirit is going to give you the answers that you need in order to address these people, and to also be more patient internally within yourself, rather than getting worked up and maybe causing a fight or an argument, or meeting this person at their low vibration. Because for some of you Capricorns, you're such at a high vibration, and maybe somebody's trying to pull you low and it's really tugging at you, and maybe it's worked to a level or a degree. And so you might be at that low level with them, or you might find yourself tempted to be. So Spirit is saying also that is the message of what this eclipse is teaching you on the parts of yourself that may be parts of yourself and or someone else or an environment that may be needing a small adjustment that makes a big change for the long term. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. Take it how it resonates, you guys. This is going to be your message. This is beautiful. I don't know who this is resonating with, but let me know in the comments. You know, I read my comments, you guys, and I like them and try to respond to them as best as possible. But I love seeing what you guys say in the comments to see how it resonates, to see whose message it really was. What else is here for my Capricorns? Turtles could also be significant. You guys could have been seeing like literal turtles recently. Like you might have seen a turtle in your backyard, or crossing a road, or you might have seen it on someone's t-shirt or hat, or someone's merch or logo or business. So something like that could be significant. You're always going to be prosperous. Turtles represent prosperity in almost every language, culture, and tradition and religion. Turtles represent prosperity. So there's a lot of prosperity here for you to have, okay? And part of that prosperity is also not just in monetary form, it's peace. It's like mental and emotional peace. And I feel like that's what you're really learning here. That's what the eclipse is really trying to show you, Okay, so lean into that discomfort to find your peace. Okay, because that is a form of spiritual wealth, right? It's not just about like society wealth, right? So that's what's going to help you sustain your monetary growth, your money. It's going to sustain you being elbow deep in your bag, learning how to master the craft of having peace as you are being prosperous in the 3D. So we have here the bad health card. Bad health card is coming out to double confirm and clarify everything I just said. So I'm not going to repeat myself, but it means doubts, worries, anxieties, and fears, or a feeling of like overwhelm or overworking yourself or feeling burnt out, feeling maybe attacked, or feeling like you met somebody at their low vibration. So maybe you feel like you need to like rest and recharge. Okay, so I'm being shown that you're meant to rest and recharge here. You're being nursed back to health when you give this energy of rest to yourself. Okay, so spirit, for some of you guys, eclipse season is teaching you how to rest for the most part, just in general, like as an overall message. If you just kind of want an overall message, that's kind of what I'm being shown here for the Capricorns. You're being guided to rest. Like, take that nap, babe, that midday nap, okay? Or, you know, take that weekend off and not think about work, put the phone away, turn it off, put it on silent mode, work mode, whatever, D&D. But it's giving, like, this is teaching you how to rest. It's okay to rest. You don't always have to be on go mode, work mode, or, you know, booked and busy. It's okay to rest. Give yourself that. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Kick off your shoes, relax your feet, okay? Like, it's giving that energy. Some of you guys need to go out dancing. Some of you guys need to like move your body or get more physical with your body. Maybe like working out or being outside, doing outside activities that get your body moving, or even just like going out and dancing and being amongst music and people. Just like releasing, like there's some type of release that needs to happen. This eclipse season is teaching you like your energy needs some form of release. You might have been very highly stressed or always on go mode. You didn't even realize you were stressed. For some of you guys, you don't even realize you're stressed. Maybe you just need to book that spa day and you need to get a massage. Get that full body massage, that Russian massage. Okay, period. What else is here for the Capricorns? What else is here for the Capricorns? Last card, and then we're going to go into Aquarius. For my chosen ones. Yeah, rich man energy. Wow, this is definitely your energy. Yeah, you're winning against all odds, but you need to rest. In order to continue winning, you need to rest. This is your message. In order to keep on winning, you need to rest. Recharge. Pull back. Give yourself a break. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Like, it's giving that energy. You see that here? I just put 2 and 2 together. That's crazy. So Spirit is saying it's okay to slow down. Take it easy. You know what song I'm getting? I'm getting Danny Lay's song. You remember Danny Lay when she was in her prime? Take it easy. You remember that song, Take It Easy? I'm getting like that lyric coming through. What is her... Hold on. I'm going to look up the chorus really quick. Because what are the lyrics to that? Because why am I being drawn to that? Why do I feel like I need to read these lyrics to you? Like they'll resonate or something. Let's see. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yo, it does. I'm screaming. I'm screaming. So the chorus is, let's just catch a vibe. Let's just take our time. Just relax your mind and take it easy. That's what the universe, your spirit guides are trying to tell you. You don't have to decide. You do you, I do I. Don't have to be mine. Take it easy. And so, yeah, for some of you guys be vibing out to this song. Let's just catch a vibe. Let's just take our time. Just relax your mind and take it easy. Yeah, I used to love this song too. When did this come out? Anyways, it doesn't even matter. But yeah, I remember this song. Yeah, so this is everything that you need to know. Yeah, this is everything you got to know. Okay, so some area of your life, whether it did feel like a career reading, but Whether it's career, love, or self-development, or whatever it is for you, this is your message for the eclipse season. Miss T, I swear I wasn't throwing shade when I said that. Anyways, Capricorn, this is going to be your reading. Ashe, ashe. My Aquabots, unite. Where my Aquarius is at, we're about to be tapping into your reading. Drop your zodiac sign down in the chat room below. Let me know you're here. You're ready for the read. You're ready for what I have to say about you winning against all odds. Ashe. Let's get it for my Aquarius. Miss T said, but it's true though. Low key. You know, I was just saying, like, you know, because that album and when she came out with the Monique song, that was my album too. What was it? Life is a Movie or something like that was the one album. So The Plan was my favorite album of hers. And then my other favorite album was the one where she has that song Monique. And let me actually look up those lyrics while we're transitioning from Capricorn into Aquarius. Aquarius, this might resonate with you. We just finished Capricorn's reading. Maybe you want to go back and watch it. But I was channeling a particular message from a particular artist's song towards the end. And now I'm getting another song. So maybe this song is for you or Capricorn. Capricorns, if you're still around, check it out. But I'm getting the Danny Lay song, Monique. And it be talking about pockets being deep, okay? So... So yeah. Oh my god, I remember the song. What album was this? This is on her Monique single or album or something. I don't know. I can't remember the album name. It was like movie, like Life is a Movie or something like that. Anyways, this is by Danny Lay. It's called Monique. It came out, it's a song from 2020. But it says here, ice out the rollie, roll down the streets, flooded cause life is a beach. You cannot hit me cause I'm out of reach. All type of designer is packed in my brief. That's how I start up my week. Big money speech. Nothing I'm talking is cheap. I might speed through your block in my Jeep. This is like the type of energy that y'all are on. Ice out the rollie, roll down the streets, flooded cause life is a beach. You cannot hit me cause I'm out of reach. All type of designer is packed in my brief. That's how I started my week. Big money speech. Nothing I'm talking is cheap. Like, it's giving that energy, you guys. It's locked in. Might just speed through your block in my Jeep. Somebody could have got a new car or is getting a new car. Somebody is getting a bag. This is about money, career, finance. This is about you moving up and being recognized in your own long-term career goals, okay? So that's what I'm getting. So I don't know if that's for Capricorn or for Aquarius because that's the song that I was channeling, you know, in limbo to getting to the next sign. But Aquarius, that might be for you. So like the video, hype the video, subscribe, book a personal if you need one. All right, links in the description box below. Half off on all my readings. But let's lock into this message because that's kind of what I'm getting as like the pre-message, channel message going into the shuffle. So let's see. Period. Ice out the rollie, roll down the street, let it cause life is a beach. You cannot hear me cause I'm out of reach. Like, oh my god, I used to love that song. That's how I started my week. Big money speech. Nothing I'm talking is cheap. Yeah, because you're not living a cheap life. Ashe, you're not living a cheap life. Or that's not the plan. The plan is not to live a cheap life. And a cheap life is subjective to the person who's using the word. So cheap life could mean like you're not looking to live a cheap life like materialistically. Like you want a nice lifestyle, nice things like that, your money put together. Or cheap life could mean like you're not settling for less when it comes to relationships closest to you, platonic or romantic. So that's what it's giving. So that's what I have here for you, Aquarius. Like so far, so good. Let's see what comes out. Latte. You said thanks for the read. Have a good day, beautiful. Ashe, ashe. Bernadette, Aquarius gang. We got Katrina in the chat. Hey, Katrina. I didn't even see you there. Hey, girl. She got Aquarius. Rosa's in the chat. You said you went to a dance last Saturday. You got effed up. It was your first experience having... You got a hangover for the first time in your life? Girl, you gonna need that hangover remedy that everybody be talking about. When I used to drink, my hangover remedy was like greasy food. Like I would literally wake up and just get like a greasy breakfast burrito, or like greasy eggs, or like bacon or something, or like a nice pancake, like chicken and waffles. Like it would be hitting. And then I take a nice nap after that, and then I wake up good. Yeah, I just feed myself, cuz it's like your stomach is empty, babe, and the liquids are liquiding. So we need to put food in that so it can soak it up. So I always used to get like a greasy meal, and that was like my hangover thing. Um but yeah, that made the headache go away. It made me sleepy, tired. I woke up and I was feeling like, whew. I wasn't feeling like 100% rejuvenated. I didn't have like all this energy after, but I was feeling like, whew, good thing I got over that headache, or that feeling of like, ugh, you know? It was giving me the ick. Um, Also, drink a lot of Pedialyte. If you guys ever have a hangover, drink a lot of Pedialyte after a hangover, or probably while, like if you can, while you're drinking. But I don't advise people to drink, because it really is just like, it's really just poison. But if you want to drink, these are my pieces of advice, because I used to be heavy on that tequila. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like heavy pouring that tequila. Okay, period. Casamigos, where you at? Jose Cuervo, who? Okay, that's you. Okay, Jose Cuervo was my man. Don Julio, where? In my cabinets. Ashe. Like, I was locked in. Okay, but that was old OGB. Okay, that was before I went vegan and started like not doing any type of drinking or nothing like that. Anyways, I digress. That's a little about me, because y'all be wanting to know about me a little bit. But let's get back into Aquarius. The first card out for you, Aquarius, is Cougar. Okay, Cougar, leadership energy. Now, you guys are known as like the revolutionaries. You guys are known as the leaders of the zodiac sign, the star energy, the ones who are activists, the ones who have something to say, the ones who speak their truth, walk in their truth. They try to live in their truth the most. Also, people could see you as like cutthroat, or they envy your authenticity. You know, they got a little hate for the way you walk and the way you talk and the way you live your life, because it's more authentic than they are. So you pull the mask off on some people by just being yourself. Living your own life kind of shows other people where they're lacking when it comes to what they got going on. People see you not wearing a mask, and then they're like, oh man, I'm wearing a mask, or I'm trying to live up to a certain societal expectation, or I'm trying to live up to what I'm posting on social media just for the clout or something. And it's like, you guys, you moving the way you move inspire others to like make the mask slip and not wear the mask, so to speak. The way you inspire others could also mean that you have haters. Like if anybody's hating on you or giving you a hard time, it's like that hater energy is kind of like a tell-all to being like, oh, you living your best life is really messing somebody else up on what they think about themselves, their own opinion about themselves and their own life. They could project on you, but some of them, they just like watch you from a distance, hating, evil eyeing. Okay, so that's what it's giving. Your leadership is bringing you into this position of power where you might be ruffling feathers, you might be making other people feel uncomfortable, but it's because you are a natural leader by heart. Okay, in whatever way, shape, or form that resonates with you. You could be a natural leader in your family group or your friendship group or in a workplace setting, but whatever it is for you, you have this leadership quality. Okay, you could have Capricorn in your chart, because Capricorns are also leaders in such a sense. Okay, so I also get like leadership energy from Capricorns as well. So you can have Capricorn in your chart. Maybe that's why we were getting that song channeled in between Capricorn and Aquarius leading into your reading. It says you have come into your own power is the first bar on this card. And it says, now it's time to take the lead of a situation and be strong. Using the power of intentions, be clear with your purpose and define where you're headed. Do this with integrity. Do this with dignity and self-respect. Because you having this power, some people in this type of power use it the wrong way or use it for their own selfish gain, and it hurts others. So the way you're meant to be a leader is to be able to prioritize yourself and, you know, respect yourself respectfully and be a leader for yourself, but also for others. Be the example for others. Be a role model of some sort or some degree or level. So it feels like you're gonna clearly define your purpose and where you're heading. a little bit more now. This eclipse season, you know what I got? Because I paused for a second. I was like, it's eclipse season. This is an eclipse message for Aquarius. Like, I almost forgot that it was eclipse season, and this was like the theme of the read that I was channeling. It's crazy because I feel like this eclipse season has put you into this star power or this leadership position in your life, or you're shifting into that. You're already either in it and maybe you're intimidated by it, or maybe you're just like, I don't know how to navigate this or consistently do this. Spirit is saying the way you consistently do it is by being clear with your purpose, define where you're heading. Like, be clear with your purpose, know where you want to go, and then execute that with dignity and morals and respect and you know, integrity attached to, you know, to stay in this powerful position with, like, for the greater good of all too, you know, that type of energy intact. But for others of you, you're shifting into this leadership, and it might be an uncomfortable discomfort. Like, uncomfortable discomfort is the same thing. It might be discomfort, but Spirit is saying, I want you to lean into this discomfort because it shows you how you do have the ability to be a leader. I don't know if you guys doubt leadership. Maybe you guys have always said, I can be a leader, or I can be on top of things, or I can, you know, control. I can be in control or on top of a project or whatever, so that things are abundant for myself and others. Maybe you always thought that, but never actually took action to do it. So Spirit is saying the time has come for you to step into your power if that's the case. So don't be intimidated if this leadership opportunity is popping up for you in some area of your life, to show up and to be on top of things and to delegate certain people, places, or things that work for the greater good of you and others included. Because I'm seeing here, this might be part of your life purpose. This might define exactly where you're headed, or have something to do with your long-term goal on where you want to be headed in your personal life or your professional life. Like, this could be any area of your life. This is a general message. So take it how it's resonating, but I'm definitely seeing like you're going to be in the lead of a group, a situation, or an environment, or like a project or a team, or like a workplace endeavor, something. And Spirit is saying, yeah, now's the time to take the lead of that and be strong in that, and know that you're the one for this position. It's almost like God is putting you in position of this as well. And you might be like double checking and looking, like, you see how this cougar is looking back behind them as they're trying to move in a direction. They're looking back behind their shoulder. You might be looking back to God, right? And being like, or looking back to the past and being like, is this where I should be going? Or are you sure this opportunity is for me? Are you sure that I have the skills to be a leader and have this power and delegate this in a respectful way where it works for me and others? Are you sure I'm not going to get into greedy, selfish tendencies if I do this, if I'm put in this position? And Spirit is saying, I know that you are capable of doing this, or else I wouldn't have put you in the path of this opportunity, and I wouldn't have placed you in this position. Ashe. Period. That was a bar. That was a bar for you, babe. Because I feel like you are meant for whatever this is. And so, chosen one, wherever this lands, whatever this leadership opportunity is, however this lands for you in your life, you're meant to step into this with confidence. You might not have confidence, but Spirit is like, no, step into this with confidence, babe. You got this. So for those of you who are a little bit apprehensive moving into a leadership position or a role in your life, personally or professionally, Spirit is saying, I wouldn't have put you there in that position if you weren't going to be phenomenal at it. So lock in. I'm going to need you to lock in, because I know that you could do it. So now I'm going to need you to know that you could do it. So lock in. Okay. So that's what it's giving. I love this for you. This is amazing. This is a good read for you, Aquarius, whoever this is for. Okay. I always say, if you came across this reading, this message or something in this message is for you. But I mean, to each their own. Let me know in the comments how it's resonating. But Spirit is saying you are winning at all costs when you're in this leadership position. Like, there's no way that you could lose. Spirit put you there. Turn down for what? Like, what you talking about? Of course I'm going to turn up. I'm going to be on top. Of course God put me in position. Period. I deserve it. Respectfully, and not being pretentious, not being braggadocious, but I deserve this. Because anybody else in this position in your life, in your life where you're going to be, where you're being put in position or where you're at right now, depending on your timeline, somebody else in this leadership position ain't doing it right. Like you won't be doing it. Or they're getting over on people where you wouldn't do that. Your heart, your integrity can't do that to people. So that's why you're being put in this position. Allow this position. Lean into the discomfort. If you do feel uncomfortable going into a leadership position and you don't know if you can like sustain it or maintain it, or if everyone's going to be happy with you being in position, it's not about all that. Spirit is saying do it anyway to get through that fear-based mindset and to prove to yourself, like, I can do this. And this has been placed for me on purpose, with purpose. By God's source creator itself. It's like, the fuck, let me get on board with God's plan. Okay, it's giving God's plan, Drake energy. God's plan. It's giving that energy. And you don't even have to be religious or spiritual. It's just giving like you're in alignment, babe. So lean into the alignment. Don't play yourself out of your position. Do not play yourself out of your position and miss the train. Because this eclipse is showing you, it might be uncomfortable being a leader or having to be more responsible or in power to some degree or level, having to be in charge, having to control certain situations so that things can delegate the way they need to and balance for prosperity. Like, you're the one for that. It's all part of the plan. You're aligned to it, so lean into it. This is beautiful. For some of you guys, you're getting a workplace opportunity coming up that's putting you in a leadership position. But for others of you, I kept hearing earlier, and I'm going to say it now finally. I kept hearing earlier, Spirit telling me like somebody is going to be, it's not for everybody, so don't freak out, but somebody is going to be a mother or a father. And somebody is being like, is reflecting, like looking back at the past, kind of like this cougar is looking over their shoulder. Am I able to be a good mother? Will I be able to do this because I have mother wound or father wound that I have healed or trying to heal or unhealed or whatever the case? Or I didn't have the best childhood upbringing. Am I going to be a good mother? And Spirit says, I wouldn't have blessed you with this beautiful bundle of joy if you weren't going to pull up like that. So you are going to be that good role model and that leader. To the best of your ability, you are going to do that. So for some of you guys, this is more a personal life message, where versus others of you, this is a professional life message. And the same is flipped if you're not becoming a mother and you're becoming a father, and you're watching this reading. Like, don't be afraid of stepping into that role in that position. God put you in that position for a reason. Don't worry about, oh, like my childhood upbringing, I didn't have a really good example or father figure or a mother figure that was like showing me how to be a parent in the future, and now I'm scared and I don't think I could do it. You can, you will, and you are going to, because God put you in that position. It's a blessing, babe. It's a blessing. So get clear with your purpose and define where you're headed by tapping into your power and staying strong, because now's the time to lead. A natural born leader. That is what you are. Ashe. So Spirit is saying, whether it's career, like professional life related, or personal life related, like I was saying, you're receiving something. And Spirit is like, yeah, this is for you, babe. Lock in. I'm gonna need you to lock in. Like, oh my God, look at the leadership position. This is my leadership card. Out of this Oracle, out of this Kipper card deck, this is my leadership card. This is Capricorn energy too. Sometimes I channel Capricorn with this card. That's crazy. This is a card that you got. Oh my God. This is in alignment. Look how in alignment your cards are to the reading and how it's aligned to what I already said. So it's repeating the message. Book a personal. I'm telling you guys, book a personal if you ever feel called to. I especially suggest you book a personal now because my readings are on sale, half off. So it's 50% off all my readings on my website. So definitely take advantage of that. Book with me if you feel called to, like I said, and if it's like aligning with your budget. But yeah, this is amazing. Like, You guys, like, this leadership energy is giving. Okay? It's giving high ranked, highly blessed and favored, high honored. It's giving you can handle this. Okay? Whether it's your personal or professional life where you're being called to be a role model or to be a mentor or a guide for others, you are going to be that and be successful in that. 222 energy, you are chosen. Okay? You are chosen for this. You're coming into union with a higher version of yourself and new heights in a societal way as well. So 3D and 5D, you are high ranked. Beautiful energy. For some of you guys, you're in the military, literally. Like, you could be in military rank and be moving up and be intimidated with, oh, am I going to be good enough for this position, or are people going to respect me? It will go well. So don't worry about any of the other stuff, okay? Just be open to receiving, okay? We have here equal give and take here. Unexpected incoming. So unexpected incoming win is that something happens unexpectedly where you're put in a position of leadership or power, or your ability to use your power. If you already know you're a good leader, you're gaining an opportunity to show those skills. So Spirit is saying, here you go. It's happening now. So ready or not, here it is. And yeah, Spirit is saying, receive it. It is yours. Because it's for the greater good of you, because God gave it to you, but then it's also going to be the greater good for everyone else because you have the integrity to be in this position, whereas other people who are in this position don't have no integrity at all. They're all a-holes. They don't care about nobody, right? Whereas you give an F, and that's why you're in this position. Ashe. Period. This is going to be your reading, chosen one. Take it how it resonates. It can be any area of your life, but this is what I'm channeling. All right. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for being here and showing the chosen one reading love. It is a very beautiful read. I love this reading so much. So with that being said, let's lock into my Pisces. The last reading of the day. Hey. All right, you guys, let's get into my Pisces. Where are my koi fish of the chat? Drop your koi fish down in the chat stream below. Let me know you in the room. You ready for the read? My water sign energy. Where you at? Last reading of the day, ski. And then at night, tonight at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to have love readings. So definitely come back for the love readings. They're going to be lit. So definitely come back, you guys. Ashe, ashe. What do we have here for my Pisces gang? What do we have here for my Pisces gang? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source, for the highest good. Hi, Mika. Mika's in the chat. We also have Katrina here. Oh, you said you felt like I was directly talking to you? Well, thank you, Katrina, for that confirmation. Ashe, OG. That's one of my members of the chat. She said, hold on, this is about like a personal. If it feels like a personal read, it might be that personally meant to be like read to you that way. So it might have been a personal read for you today. Okay, period. We love to see it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your day if this is where we depart. My pleasure, my pleasure. All right, so let's see. Who else is here who's a Pisces? Drop your zodiac sign. Let's get it for Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. What do we have here for my Pisces? The Wolf card. Inner strength. Wow. Well, this is a powerful card. Inner strength. You may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. Wow. So this eclipse might be having you face a particular challenge or a change in your life. You might be coming up against a shift, like something shifting. It could be any area of your life, you guys. This is definitely a general message, so it could be personal or professional life. But there is something shifting or changing here. You may feel challenged because it kind of happens all of a sudden. It kind of happens out of nowhere. For some of you guys, you didn't really prepare for this change or how you were going to feel about it. Maybe you knew that there was a change or a challenge going to happen, but you didn't think that you would feel like you feel now that it's in motion and happening this way. So you're like surprised because now you're responding in a way that you didn't expect. And you're like, dang, well, I didn't think I would respond this way or feel this way. I knew that this was set up to happen, but I'm starting to doubt it or not feel good about it. Whereas I thought I would feel good about it. So it's giving that energy. So I'm kind of channeling different feelings and different moods and like different attitudes of Pisces. So take it how it resonates, but I'm channeling like different groups of you in that sense of like mood and attitude towards a specific challenge or change or something all of a sudden, maybe that you were already prepared for but didn't expect to react a certain way, or that you weren't prepared for it and you find yourself reacting a certain way. But that's what I'm getting. Spirit is trying to remind you during this eclipse season and during this uncomfortable time of like being challenged that you are going to have a good win, okay? Because of you going within, okay? Taking a step back to really look at something with a new perspective when it comes to this challenge or this something that popped up that you weren't really prepared for, okay? So Spirit is saying here, you're able to use certain tools in your spiritual treasure chest, right? Spiritual treasure chest is like all the tools and the lessons and the karmic cycles or anything that has closed out from before, lessons you know better for, right? You know better now because of those things, those experiences, those times, that person, that environment, or whatever the case. So use those tools in your spiritual treasure box in the present moment. Whatever is making you feel uncomfortable or challenged, or it's giving you a level of like, I'm not prepared, that feeling, that anxiousness, Spirit is saying here, like, use the tools that you learned from before and apply those tools and those learning lessons to how you feel right now, or your environment, or the people that it involves. So that way you can navigate this more effectively, okay? That way you can look at it from a fresh set of eyes, this new version of yourself that you've already been. I think you forgot your inner strength here. I think you forgot the lessons that you learned. And Spirit is like, remember the time that this kind of looked like from before? How did you handle that thing before? What did you learn from how you handled that thing before? And how can you apply what you handled before to something that's happening now, so you can have a better outcome in the future? That's what this is saying and showing you. So that's what this eclipse energy is talking about for you, for my Pisces, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. Beautiful energy. Wow. And look, as soon as I shuffle and pick up the Oracle deck, look, great fortune. And Spirit spoke. Spirit said, say less. No, but literally, we only got one card from this Oracle deck, and we only got one card from this Oracle deck. Spirit says, say less. Say less, OG. They're trying to tell me to say less to you because I feel like you know this. Bottom of the deck is prosperity here, a prosperous character. So we have here a wealthy man, whether you're male or female. This is a character card that you're stepping into your spiritual wealth. You're stepping into your physical wealth, your materialistic wealth, because you have that spiritual wealth. You have that internal growth, that internal strength. You have those lessons that you learned from the past, and you carry that internally with you. It's your toolbox to tap into like certain resources and versions of yourself, or certain things that you know that work and don't work. So certain things that you know, hey, when I did that in a low vibration, that didn't work. So be in a high vibration. How do I navigate this in the now versus how I did it before? It's like you are comparing and contrasting old versions of yourself, environments, people, places, and things that taught you certain lessons and things like that. And these are gems to implement in your current moment to bring you into this level of prosperity, or to keep you in your lane of prosperity if you already feel like a wealthy man or a wealthy woman here. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. You're going to have abundance after all of this. So whatever it is that you need inner strength with, lean into discomfort. Lean into the challenge. Lean into whatever you feel like, oh, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared. Lean into this. Swim through it. Get through it. Don't try to go around it. Don't try to ignore it. Avoid it. Don't try to like take a shortcut. Spirit says go through this uncomfortably, because the discomfort is going to show you the treasure. It's going to show you the outcome. It's going to show you the abundance. It's going to show you how you have the inner strength to look at something with a fresh new set of eyes and prepare for prosperity. This is your perspective. You guys are looking at things with a fresh set of eyes, a new perspective. I'm going to pull a bonus card for you because Spirit's message is done. They ain't got nothing else for me to tell you. So I'm like, dang, maybe we need to get another message. So let me pull an angel number card to close it out as your bonus. Plus, you're the last sign of the zodiac. So we just going to pull a bonus message because you guys had to wait till the end of the live stream to get this message. And I know y'all been waiting a hell of a long time. So let's pull a bonus card. What's their angel number for this reading for my Pisces gang? Like you're literally like this message literally matches the title of this live stream. I hope you know, because it says here, great fortune and wealthy person, because of your inner strength, because of you going with these changes and shifts within yourself or your environment and comparing it and contrasting it and learning that, oh, I know better now. So I know how to maneuver this. This is easy. Like things get easier because this challenge is not looking like a challenge anymore. It's just looking like, oh, something that's familiar that I know how to handle now. Whereas before I had to struggle to handle it. So Spirit is saying here, literally the title of my reading, like you're winning against all odds. You cannot lose. Okay. So there's good fortune with how you are navigating life right now from this new perspective and this new version of yourself based off of the past version of yourself and the lessons that you learn and how you implement those lessons into your blessings in the future or in the now to get to do this now so you can get to the blessings. Lessons lead to blessings. That's what I always say. So that's what I'm seeing here. Beautiful energy. I love this for you. For some of you guys, you dress really well. You look good. You smell good. You dress nice. You clean up nice. That's what I'm seeing here for my Pisces. People are attracted to you because of that. You manage your time wisely, or you have been learning how to perfect that craft. That could have been one of your lessons of the past as well. You're responsible. You're reliable. You show up. Yeah, Pisces, I'm channeling a lot from this wealthy person card. That's why you're so fortunate. That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why you keep gaining a lot of prosperity here. Coming up between now and the near future, you're going to have a lot of prosperity, like back to back. For some of you guys, you've been working hard at something for a very long time, and you're about to see the fruits of all that. Finally, because I'm getting that there's been delays or challenges for some reason. But your inner strength has taken you into this big blessing. So you kept going even though the path was challenging. And it's because you kept looking at things from a fresh set of eyes. You kept saying, I know this is challenging, but let me look at it from a new perspective. Or let me find the inner strength to keep going. Or I know that I wasn't prepared for this shift or this change, but let me handle it so I can get to where I want to go, because I know where I want to be at. It's just not here yet, right? And so, yeah, y'all did that. Y'all did your big one with this. Big prayer, okay? What do we have here? Hi, Amina. How you doing? We got Mina in the chat. Are you a Pisces? We're on Pisces right now. You can always go back and rewatch the reading if you feel like you missed anything. Let's pull a bonus card for Pisces. Wow. This is nice. So your angel number for this reading is 919, okay? And some of you guys have been seeing repeating ones or nines, which I love because 9 is the step before the ending, and then the new beginning is the 1. So it's definitely saying new beginnings on this card, and it aligns to the numbers coming out. But it says here, you are ready to start a new chapter of your life. Be open to meeting new people. This could also be being open to accepting new things, opportunities, or just giving yourself a pat on the back or a huge hug for the inner strength that you have needed to maintain, to overcome certain challenges. You guys have like really strong cards. Do you see what's happening here? Like, look at all these strong cards. This is a strong message. Inner strength, great fortune, and new beginnings. Damn, that's good. That's a good lineup. That's great. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. All right, I love this for you guys. I'm going to close it out here. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel if this is what your message was. Let me know in the comments how it resonated. Book a personal if you need one. The link is in the description box below. All my personal readings are half off right now, so definitely take advantage of that. Once they're sold out, you guys. I am going to add another service, which is a career reading service. So I will be adding that to the website shortly after this live stream. So give me a moment. I'll get to it in a moment. And then you guys can book up career readings, because I think most of the readings on my platform right now are past life readings, twin flame soulmate readings, love readings, or like same day readings. Okay, so let me add a couple more services on there so you guys can take advantage of the summer sale going on right now. And yeah, I will see you guys tonight for the love readings tonight at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If I don't see you tonight, I'll see you next week then. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for showing love. And don't forget to like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel, and keep that that love going. Okay, keep showing up, and I'm gonna keep showing up for you. All right, you guys. So take care. Best of abundance to you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Ashe. Bye.